a second. Hello, hello to those coming in. Hey, y'all. Hello, hello to those coming into the chat. I know that this is, honestly, no, I can't even say that. All my lives are very random and very sporadic, which is why I always tell you guys to, oh, thank you. I hope you're having a great day too. Which is why I always tell people to have their notifications on, because my channel is just very like, I get on here when I feel like it. It's not like a set schedule. And the reason being because every time I give a set schedule for something, or I say, oh, I'm gonna do this on this day, it just never happens. Like, I'm just not meant to be one of them super planned out people. I'm very sporadic with my life. It's very much so like okay, here we go. I'm sorry, you guys. It froze up for a second. I got a phone call. I swear, y'all, it don't ever be until I decide to get on live, then people call me. My phone will be dead and dry all day. As soon as I decide to do a live, people call me. But yeah, I have a couple things to talk about today. So I'm going to wait for some more people to get into the chat, and then we'll start chatting it up. We'll start talking. Hey, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. I missed you guys. I've been really like, I want to do a pre-recorded video today. Hopefully that will happen. Because I have like some stories that I've been kind of hanging on to. But I've been really into doing lives lately. Like, I just be wanting to come on here and go live and talk to people in just real time, not have to worry about editing and stuff. And I mean, people been effing with it, so I'm just like, okay. I'm straightening my hair right now, and then we'll get into talking about everything. Thank you. I really, you know, the blondes, I like blondes on me too. For some reason, blonde is one of those colors where every time I wear blonde hair, the men's just go crazy. Blonde and red. Whenever I do blonde or red, it just tends to like go up. But I am a fiend for a nice jet black too. Like, honestly, I feel like those are the only three colors I do now. Is either you're gonna see me with jet black hair, or it'll be red, but like a dark red, not like a fire engine red. Nothing against that though. If you can rock fire engine red, go for it. Like, good for you. That's dope. But yeah, I really only do black, blonde, or red. I'm just not into and not saying there's anything wrong with people who are, like, you know, do you. But I personally have gotten out of the phase where I used to be into like all the crazy colors, like the blues, the purples, the greens. Like, I don't know, I'm just not into that anymore. Maybe one day I'll do like a dark blue again, but I don't know. It doesn't speak to my soul anymore to do those colors. No, dark blue is fire. I just haven't been, I don't know, it's just been a long time since I've been fiending for that color. Like, I remember I wanted dark blue so bad in like 2018, was fiending heavy for it. wanted it so bad, kept on trying to dye different wigs, like this super dark blue, and it was not working. But yeah, now I just So yeah, I'm gonna let just a couple more people get in the chat, and then we'll start talking, because I'm just like, ugh, so much. Y'all, I'm always so transparent with y'all, and I'm looking at it in the camera, I'm like, oh my god, I've been having the worst eczema outbreaks on my neck, my arms, just like around my armpits, everything. I'm probably not saving this live, you guys, so hopefully people will catch it when they catch it. I know I normally save my lives, but this one I'm probably not saving, because just some of the stuff that I want to talk about is stuff that I want to do a pre-recorded for. Um, so yeah, I probably won't. And so these are strip lashes. What I can say though, when I got these, they looked shorter than they actually are on me. And that's another thing that, y'all, my style is just really changing. Um, my style is just really changing, and it's just I don't know, it's just becoming more subtle and more chill. And I don't like super long lashes anymore, like the whole 25 mm and stuff. Like, again, not, this is no shade to people that do like them, that's totally cool, but for me personally, I don't like super long lashes. So when I got these, they didn't look as long as they actually are on. I love the thickness of them. I love super thick lashes. I don't like super long lashes. um so yeah, I'm just like, we gonna rock out with our cocks out with these lashes, because I spent money on them. I got them. I'm gonna wear these damn strips, but I just didn't know they were this long. I just wanted like thick, shorter lashes. Like, even when I get my lashes done, when I do get like mink extensions done, I tend to do like, I know some girls like the 20s and stuff like that. I don't be liking them that long. I would say I probably do like majority of it be like 15 with a mix of, or no, maybe like, okay, maybe like 17, 18. No, thank you guys. Oh, Kenya Moore said, I get what you mean, but they look good on you. No, thank you guys. I'm feeling this look. I'm like, okay. The point of the live was to get ready to do my pre-recordeds, but I'm like, no makeup look, I'm fucking with it. That's why, it kills me when I get trolls on here and people be like trying to say shady stuff about like, oh, I could pay attention to this video if your face wasn't caked up, or if you didn't have all that makeup on, or I'm prettier than. I had this girl argue me in the comments like the other week, talking about I look better than you without makeup, and I'm like, girl, are you trying to convince me or yourself? Because you done said this like 20,000 times, the same thing over and over, and you're the only one arguing. And people get on my channel and act like I don't be on this bitch all the time with no makeup on. Like, that's how I can tell who really watches my channel and who doesn't. Because I be like, bro, like, I steady be doing lives and shit with no makeup on. Or I'll be like, I'll start the live with no makeup on. I'll finish with the makeup on. And then half the time, y'all know I be getting distracted and don't even end up finishing the damn makeup on live. So I'm just like, when people get on here and try to like shade me on some, oh, she's probably so insecure about her face without makeup, I'm like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I look good with and without the shit. I wear makeup because I like makeup. It was never because it was needed. And a lot of my subscribers, I seen y'all too. Y'all are very pretty. I be peeping. Y'all be in my comments talking about, oh my God, you're so pretty. And I be looking at y'all shit. I be like, damn, y'all are so pretty. I have hella mad pretty subscribers. Y'all really be giving. Like, when I see y'all follow me on IG and stuff, and granted, I don't always follow everybody back, and it's not because I'm trying to be like, oh, I'm just like this YouTube, but no. It's just because I really, really am trying to get my IG back to where I see more people that I know personally. And it's gotten to the point I don't see any of my best friends on IG. I don't see any, like, people that I'm super close with. I don't see anybody on IG because I used to follow so many people I didn't know. But I always will go and I'll show you guys pages love. Like when I see you guys follow me on IG, like I will go and I'll like go through and just show you mad love. I will stalk your IG. Like I literally will go through and just like hella pictures. Cause I'm like, you guys are so cute. And then also, you know, I'm trying to get my IG to more stuff that like more stuff that I enjoy seeing as far as whether it be fashion or like decorative stuff, or you know, the stuff like that, nature, holistic stuff, like whatever it is. I'll be trying to see more of that. So yeah, it's never like a, oh, I'm not following somebody back because I think I'm better than them. It's always like, okay, does this align with the things that I want to see on my stuff? And it's not even like a, oh, I don't want to see you, but it's like, does this align with, like, if I were to think of the majority of things that I enjoy seeing on IG, does this align? And if it aligns, sometimes I'm like, hell yeah. Why is, oh my God, hold on. Oh, Jesus. My mom is like, text me. I guess somebody got shot. A woman shot another woman in Brooklyn, I guess. I don't know what the reasoning was for. I didn't finish the whole message, but yeah, my mom was trying to call me. That's why my thing was kind of froze for a second. Um, she said, oh, also, you guys, I just thought about this. If I ever am, because I naturally just kind of go off the names that I see and kind of like what I associate them with gender wise. If I ever am on live and I say she said or he said, and that's not what you identify as, please correct me. And I will try my best to remember that, like, your proper pronouns, because I automatically just be like, oh, she or he or whatever. Yeah, please correct me. But they said it looks, did you do your own wig? It looks stunning on you. Oh, thank you. I do my own hair, you guys. I do my own hair because bitches be, it's not even like, you know, I am a licensed cosmetologist, so I respect the hustle. What I don't respect, and I've talked about this multiple times on my channel, is the fact that people be wanting to charge people an arm and a leg, and the service that they're offering doesn't match the price that they want for that service. And I'm not one to be like, oh, you know, who am I to tell you to change your prices? But I'm also not about to be, you're not about to get my money. Hell no. Hell no. I'm not gonna go on a rant because y'all already know how I feel about this. I've spoken on this so many times, but if you're not washing and, you know, braiding the hair and installing the wig, maybe even trimming a bitch ends and shit, there's no reason that I should be paying you almost $400 to install a wig. Fuck no. And frontals don't even, oh crap. I was not supposed to be cussing in the beginning of this live because I want to get monetized. I'm probably not saving this, so it's okay. But yeah, frontals are not a style that is meant for longevity. No matter how good it's done, you need them done, updated, touched up, redone, whatever, about every 2 weeks. So I just don't feel like it makes sense. Again, unless you are offering like the full package, I don't feel like it makes sense for people to be paying $400 every 2 weeks and you're not even washing or braiding their hair. That's OD. Essentially, that person is paying you $800 a month to get their hair done, and you're only half-ass doing their hair. Okay, so there are 99 people in here right now, so I think we can get started with everything. Hey, bitch! Y'all, okay, wait, before we even get started, because Kathy is in the chat, I just want to say, you guys, I am super proud of my motherfucking bestie, okay? She just dropped a blush line and lashes. and we'll be adding more products to her line as well. It is called Painted by Kathy. You guys can go on her Instagram. Her Instagram is Painted by Kathy. She has a website for it and everything. The blushes are so pretty. They're so pigmented. They are fire as hell. And the orders, baby is shipping out orders, so make sure you get yours before they sell out. She is really doing her thing. When I say y'all, Kathy has done like 6 months to a year worth of freaking accomplishments in 1 month. It's not a lot of bitches like that. Period. My girl done started like 3 businesses just in last month alone. And I'm so happy for her. So yeah, you guys, make sure you go follow Painted by Kathy. That is her handle on IG. She is selling the blushes. She's selling the lashes. They are super fire. They're super pretty. You can literally see it even through the pictures. Like, it is so fucking pretty. Like, when I say pigment, okay, y'all, this is a MAC blush. I'm gonna say, y'all, look at this. Look at how this looks. It's alright. It's kind of whatever. If you go on Kathy's shit right now, you see them blushes, bitch, they gonna put this motherfucker to shame. They gonna put this to shame. You gonna be like, MAC, what? You spend all this money on MAC and this one thing alone? I mean, not to all the way shade back, because I mean, me and Kathy used to be holding it down at MAC. Bitch was working at MAC. But this one thing alone, a blush, I think at MAC used to be like freaking $20-something or whatever. Literally, Kathy has a whole, it's 6 different colors, bitch. Affordable. 6 different colors. You paying $20 for one of these. Okay. You go into Sephora and you getting a palette with 4 different blushes and it's small as hell and it's $78. Kathy's is under 50. Period. And you get 6 and they're mad big. Yes. Selfless promo, okay? Period. We are plugging the friends in because I'm very proud of my girl. Like, she said she was going to do it and she did it. I'm so happy, you guys. I'm really, my friends make me so happy. I really have a good, solid group of friends. This is a side note because it's not what this is for, but this is just a side note. I'm really lucky. I have friends that inspire me and they just, they're just so creative and they're always thinking of different, like, just cool ass shit. And I'm very happy for them. Yes, to everybody who sees Kathy in the chat, y'all, show Kathy some love. And like, y'all, when I say literally right now, go follow Kathy on IG. It is Painted by Kathy. And go check out her blushes and her lashes because they are mad fire. They are mad fire. I cannot wait to get mine. Period. Period. A bitch will be, when I get my blush, I'm finna be on here promoting. I'm finna be on TikTok promoting. I'm finna be on IG doing my makeup. I don't even do my makeup online like that. But for Kathy, full face. Period. Period. Always. So let's get into it, you guys. I'm just like, what do we want to start with first? I don't know if I want to start with, yes, everybody's telling Kathy in the chat, congratulations. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. That is my girl. She took her time with that, y'all. She's been working on this for a minute, perfecting it, just making sure it is perfect before she released it. And I'm so happy. What do we want to talk about first? Because I just have like a list today. I don't know how to say your name, but it just looks mad pretty. Akusa, maybe? Let me know if I said that right. Your name looks mad pretty. I'm just being slow. Well, I'm trying not to be slow, but I'm not too sure how to pronounce that. You said, where are your headband lines? I want one. Y'all, when I say I'm kicking it back in gear, I know I've been saying this for a year. That's part of what I wanted to talk about in this live. And honestly, when I do my pre-recorded, it's really going to be just a update on, like, you know, it's gonna be why I quit my job, why I'm back dancing. Oh, it's a Ghanaian name? Yes, ma'am, period. It's gonna be why I quit my job, why I'm back dancing. Just like doing things more for happiness and kind of just following like what you feel called to do versus just doing things to please other people. I just really want to sit there and just be candid and just really open up about where I've been the past year and everything. So I won't get yes to the Ghanaians in the chat. First off, one of my other best friends, her name is Abina, but when you say it like how it's supposed to be said, it's Abena. But Americans, you know, we accent country as fuck. We all say Abina, but it's actually Abena in Ghanaian. That is my girl. I love y'all. Period. Period. Yes, y'all. Drop y'all flags wherever you're from. Oh, somebody give me a super chat. Let me see what it says. Forever and first off, okay, Aaron's just one of the people I do follow you on IG. You are so pretty. And you just she's always a vibe. You be in my chats just always being a vibe. I should have been made you a moderator too, because you really be in here supporting and I fuck with it. She says, we love a supportive friend. Go Kathy. Yes, go Kathy, y'all. I'm so happy. But yeah, I want to do a pre-recorded basically on like everything. And what was I about to say? I be getting so sidetracked, y'all. This is my thing. I can't focus on shit. Yes, y'all, keep dropping your flags because I realize I have so many people that follow me from so many different places. And first off, it's super, super cool because whenever I see you guys comment and you're like, oh, I'm in Germany, I'm in Nigeria, I'm in Antarctica. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? I be hype, y'all. I really be hype. I'd be like, oh my God. Sometimes y'all be naming places I never heard of. And I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And actually, one of my subs, well, subbies, I feel like that's a cute way to say, one of my subbies, booked a reading with my spiritual lady and also my friend Ralisha. And that subscriber was from Germany, and Ralisha was like, yo, I got somebody all the way from Germany who booked with me. And I was just like, I'm like, y'all are dope. I F with y'all. I'm trying not to curse so much in this live. I F with y'all. Y'all are so dope. Not cries in New York City. Girl, I'm crying in New York City too. Okay, period. We both crying in New York City. Oh my God. Okay, but I want to talk about the BBL trend and like the anger that's been coming with the BBL trend. I want to talk about dating in 2021 and as far as like how I've been feeling about dating and just in general how dating is just kind of really shitty in this time frame because the generation is just, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And then I had one more thing. Oh, why I'm dancing again and also rating Miami strip clubs because I went and I danced in Miami. So I just want to like rate the clubs and give some tea. So let me know which out of those, what you guys want to start with first. And that's what I'll get to talking about. That's what I'll get to chatting about. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, Kathy said, while you guys are deciding what you want to start with to talk about first, what you want me to talk about first, Kathy said, there's a link in her bio on Instagram. Thank you for all the support. Thank you all for supporting me and Cherry. It's very appreciated. So just so you guys know, there's a link in her bio. That is how you can get your blush palette or your lashes. Definitely go check my girl out, okay? She also, if you live in Charlotte, Kathy does makeup too. Like, my girl is bomb. Like, she actually does makeup. As well as sells products. So check her out. Period. Oh, I'm getting a bunch of different answers as for what y'all want to start on. This is gonna be an interesting live. I'm gonna try and make it not so long. I said I'm gonna try and make it not so long. It's already been 24 minutes and now I start talking about shit. I'm screaming. Very me. If anybody wants to drop a timestamp to where the live starts, definitely feel free to do that in the comments. But also, if you drop a timestamp, make sure you shout out Kathy because I don't want people trying to skip past that. Period. If you drop a timestamp, support my girl. Period. So, okay, let me see what everybody's saying. I'm getting a lot of dancing. So I guess dancing is going to be the winner for our first topic. Dancing again, Miami clubs, dating in 2021, Miami, dancing, BBL. Oh, wait, no, y'all are kind of even. Y'all are more even than I thought it was going to be. Wait, this might not be as easy as I thought. strip clubs. When y'all say dancing, is it like step team or stripper team? Stripper, okay, we shaking that in for that cash, okay? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Okay. Let's see. We'll do dancing in Miami together because those are relatives. So we'll do that together, and then I'll do BBL, and then I'll do dating because that's kind of the order that I think y'all are kind of wanting. So yes, okay. So I was gonna do my makeup while I was doing this live, but honestly, I'm kind of feeling the natural look, so maybe not. But I have more stuff that I want to do, so maybe I will. We'll see. Anyway, let me see. Okay, she's shaking that ass, twerking that in the booty club. I sure am. I'm in a booty club. Period. Call me Big Money. No, it's not. But it has been blessing a bitch. Okay, period. I have been in the booty club. Okay, let me just so I mean y'all can't see, but y'all can't see that low anyway. But I have pasties on. This whole thing is netted, but I have pasties on, so just in case anybody in the chat thinks they see anything, you don't. Okay. I probably would not do dance vlogs because even though I know that I've been open, hold on, let me just tell this just a little bit. Even though I know I've been open about dancing on my channel and it's never actually been like a secret that I dance, I also never wanted it to be like my whole entire brand. Again, not because I'm really not a judgmental person. I feel like everybody has something that works for them, you know, and that's cool. Me personally, I don't want it to become a thing where it's like, again, y'all, I have pasties on. Let me make sure. Yeah, my pasties in place. Okay. I don't ever want it to become a thing where it's like, you see my name, you think Cherry, oh, Cherry Dancer. I like to keep it more like a, oh, Cherry does this and that and also happens to dance. Not like a, oh, you know, you can come to this page for dance advice and dance tips and, you know, everything about strip club, which again, there is nothing wrong with the, for the girls that do that, that is totally dope. I love that they're offering that information. And I still offer that information that people want to know, but I don't be wanting it to be like my whole thing. Like, I don't want people to come to my IG and it's like everything is me in the club, me dancing. That's what I'm labeled as. It's like, oh, that stripper bitch, you know? That's never what I want it to be. And that's why I don't hide that I dance at all. I don't care that people know, but I also don't make it like my whole entity, if that makes sense. But no, so basically I started dancing again, and just some insight into why. I now live in New York, and New York is a lot different from the South. I did not like dancing in the South. As I have a whole video on why I didn't like dancing in the South. Just because the South is very colorist, as hell, and I just didn't enjoy it. Especially, you know, it's very colorist, it's very racist. I was in Charlotte, and it depends on where you are in the South. Like if you're in like a Florida, or if you're in like a Atlanta, then it might not, it's not the same vibe. Atlanta loves black women, whatever, like you'll be fine. But where I was in Charlotte, the gentlemen's clubs, anything upscale, they didn't want black girls. It was mad racist. So I didn't enjoy dancing in Charlotte. And then anything that was more urban and stuff, they was very very color struck. And if you weren't light skinned, you had to have a super big butt, and I don't fit either one of those. I know that with the lighting and stuff, people always are like, oh no, you are on the lighter end, but I am, if you meet me in person, anybody who's ever met me in person, I've met a few of my subscribers in person, whether it be out at clubs, whatever. When I used to bartend, I met a couple of my subscribers. Anybody who meets me y'all can, you know, vouch for the fact that when you met me in person, you did not meet a light-skinned individual. So I'm very much brown. And in the clubs with the lighting, I look even darker. So I did not enjoy dancing in those environments because I didn't fit the aesthetic to make like a shit ton of money. So up here, it's a lot different. Like up here, it is a lot of like they call everybody in New York. I always say this too. Everybody in New York calls it Spanish girls, but if we were being proper, that's not the proper term for Latinx or Hispanic women. That's not the proper term because Spanish would imply that you were from Spain, as in you're from Europe, and these bitches are not from Europe. But anyway, just for the sake of people knowing the slang, though, I'm gonna say Spanish girls. Up here, it's heavily Spanish in the clubs. But even with that being the case, they love black girls. They love black girls, especially Hispanic men. Hispanic men love black girls. Black men are hit or miss, because black men are just hit or miss in general. They are literally the white men of black society. But the Spanish men, they love black women. Okay, they love black women. They be showing me mad love. Okay, period. A lot of people up here too tend to mistake me for being Dominican, or they think I'm Panamanian or whatever. But I'm very honest with them. I'm not about to like, oh yeah, da, da. It depends. If it's a type of client where I can tell like you only gonna fuck with me if I fall in those categories, nigga, I'm gonna get this bag, period. I'm gonna get this bag. I'm gonna call it reparations. I'm gonna play my part. But on average, though, I be quick to tell people like, no, sir. Like, no, I blaspheme, yo. I'm black. I'm very black. And they be effing with it. It's never stopped me, honestly. It has not stopped me. Granted, you do get some people that, especially with Dominican men, that are very like, they only want the Spanish girls. And if you're not that, they not fucking with it. They energy, everything, vibe, just be hella janky. But for the most part, it never stops me. So, yes, I started dancing again because I was up here and I was working at a salon and I was not making any money, you guys. Like when I say any money, and I was at the salon for over a year, I self-sabotaged for over a year because I was too scared to bet on myself. That's really what it was. I was hella scared to bet on myself. I was like, oh my God, like if you don't keep on here, then what are you gonna do? But at the same time, it was like, if you keep on here, what are you gonna do? Because you're not making any money. Just full transparency, I want to learn Spanish too. I definitely want to learn Spanish. But yeah, no, full transparency. That's why, like, okay, so I had made a TikTok. I wasn't expecting the TikTok to go viral at all. But it was a TikTok and I was like, I quit my job. I went to Chicago with my best friend and I went to Charlotte to see my best friend Kathy, and then I danced while I was in Charlotte and I ended up making a good grip of money. I was very happy with my trip. So, I wasn't expecting that TikTok to go viral, but most of the comments were like, oh, hell yeah, da da da, I want to do this too, whoop de woo, like, I don't like my job right now, whatever. Like, people were kind of like feeling like they were in the same boat that I was in, like, they felt where I was coming from. And then you had like the very few comments that were like, oh, so you quit your 9 to 5 to be a dancer, you quit your 9 to 5 to shake ass. I damn sure did. Yeah, I did. It wasn't paying my bills. I was in a position where I was spending so much of my time commuting to work and getting home from commuting to work, and then being at work all day. I was spending so much of my time doing that I didn't have time for shit else. I had 4 hours out of my day to myself. 4 hours. I was working at a salon that was an hour away from me. If y'all know how New York is, commuting and everything, like whether if I were to get an Uber there, the Ubers were like 120 after the tip. They were almost, they were like $150 Ubers. It was very much so, it was very expensive to get there for Uber, so I was taking the train. The train ride was an hour and 15 minutes when I was living in Brownsville. And then now that I'm in Bushwick, the train ride was still like an hour and 5 minutes. I only cut off 10 minutes. My job, I would have to be there a lot of the time at like 10 o'clock or it would be 10:30. In order to get there on time for work, I had to basically, like, I would have to be up at 8 a.m. I had to be up at 8 a.m. so I could be ready by 9 a.m. so I could be out of the house by 9 a.m. so I could be to work by 10. Which meant that that's 2 hours out of my day as far as like getting ready and commuting. And then to get home, I say I got there at 10. In the beginning, I wasn't getting off work till 7 o'clock a lot of nights. 7. And then had to go back home an hour. So I wasn't getting home until 8, 9:30 at night. And then I had to be, if I wanted to be ready to be back up at 8 a.m. the next morning, I had to be asleep by like 12 or 1 o'clock a.m., which means I only had like 4 hours of the day to myself. It was literally, Naomi Gold, you followed me. I love you, girl. I did. I hope you're talking to me. I don't know if you're talking to me. If you are talking to me, I am so happy that that happened. If you aren't, let me know your Instagram handle so I can go show your patient love. But yeah, like I literally know that the commute was like a job in itself. The commute was killing me, you guys. Like the commute was absolutely killing me. And as a nail tech, oh, excuse me. As a nail tech, yeah, and then MTA is inconsistent. So it'll be, don't let somebody get sick on the train, or don't let somebody do this or do that. Then my commute was an hour and a half or whatever. I remember one day it took me 2 hours to get to work because somebody got injured on, I guess on one of the lines or whatever. It was just a lot. So then you get to the job, and as a nail tech, I'm using my hands all day. When I say using my hands all day, I cannot text. I cannot look at anything online. I don't have access to my phone at all because I'm using my hands all day. Which meant that I couldn't look up, like, I didn't have time to look up for, oh, how to do this with your business, or, how to do just like the stuff that you would do in your free time, as far as like, oh, like these are my hobbies, or I want to look up this, or I want to better myself this way. I didn't have time to do any of that. And I was miserable because I didn't have time to do any of that. And I was making, again, just full transparency, the salon that I was at was we got a lot of older clientele. They get very simple sets, natural sets. They don't get a whole lot done. They get a lot of like gel petty mani. So they're not expensive services, to be honest. They're just not. And then a lot of people also don't take into account that you have to split that with the salon that you're at. So I was getting, I think most salons are 60-40 from my experience, but I was getting 58%. And then the rest was going to the salon. The woman I was working for was amazing. Definitely the best work environment. Top 2, I can say, because I've had another salon that I worked at that was super fun. I had a lot of fun working there. And that was the one that I worked at with Kathy. It was mad fun. It's not open anymore, unfortunately, but damn, you have a long ass username. Page popping tags cause they clearance Williams. Paige, you was not playing. I'm fucking screaming. Oh, and you have a point. The girls at the club are not your fucking friends. I'll get to that. I'll get to all that too, you guys. I know this is a lot, but it leads up to like, I'm really giving y'all the in-depth answer of what led me. I'm sorry, that threw me off. Your username was long as fuck, but it's funny as shit. I am screaming. I gotta read that one more time. It is page popping tags because they clearance Williams. Paige was not fucking playing. I'm screaming, but it does the job. It's an attention grabber. It does the job. Paige, I love this for you, okay? I love this for you. Oh my God, no, that took me out. Oh my God, that took me clean out. I'm screaming. But anyway, so I was working. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna get it together. Fuck. Yeah, so the lady I was working for was awesome. Work environment, awesome. She was so dope. But at the end of the day, The clientele was older. They weren't getting expensive services, and the money just was not adding up, especially not for in New York. I live in New York City. We are literally the top most expensive city in the entire United States. So they say, because I really feel like LA got us beat, but they keep saying it's us. We're high, but LA is high, and it's not finessable. We're finessable. But yeah, I was in there and I would be making like under $500 a week. Like, y'all, after putting in over 40 hours a week, I was slaving. And I have managed to keep myself afloat the whole quarantine. Thank God. To God be the glory. I've managed to keep myself afloat the whole quarantine off of really mainly my finances alone. I haven't gotten a lot of help when it comes to what do they call it? Unemployment, all that stuff. I can't. Some people can rely on that. I can't rely on that. Unfortunately, I wish I could, because if I could, baby, a bitch would be collecting the hell out of unemployment. But yeah, I've been keeping myself afloat throughout the quarantine with just me, like getting it out the mud, grinding, like grinding. So, I know that the past year, the past like almost 2 years, I have not been the most consistent on YouTube. It's just been a lot. Um, and yeah, that was part of it. I was slaving for no money. It was not a livable amount of money for New York City. And that is where I was at. So every day I used to go in it, and it got to the point where right now I'm taking a break from nails, because it got to the point that I was so miserable at work that I was falling out of love and completely fell out of love with doing nails by the end. I was so miserable. I was going into work every day and I was like, oh my God, I hate this job. Not because of the people I was working with, because they were freaking awesome, but just because of I was overworked and underpaid. So every day I was just like, oh my God, I hate this job. I gotta leave. I can't do this anymore. I can't with this job. Like, and I was so miserable. I would be getting clients and my attitude would just be like, not towards the client, because I'm one of those people, like, no matter how shitty my mood is, I'm very good at not projecting that onto other people. But what I can say is I was a lot more quiet. I was still entertaining conversation, like making sure their experience was enjoyable, but I was just a lot more quiet. If they didn't initiate conversation, I was initiating it, because I didn't want to talk, because I was not in the mood to speak to people. I just wanted to be not in the salon, not doing nails. I was absolutely the fuck miserable. Um, I was so miserable. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is not it. And it was weird because I was miserable, but at the same time, um, I didn't become miserable probably until probably like 7 months in is when I started to really be like, oh my God, I can't keep doing this. But the first 6 months, I was just so happy because I was like, I'm back in New York. I'm in a salon. Even though the money still wasn't popping, I was just like, I'm in New York City. I'm living out my dream. I'm back in New York. I just got out of this breakup, whatever. Like, I was just so happy every day. And then after a while, it just like was like, oh my God, like I oh I deserve luxury. I deserve luxury. I don't want to struggle. I don't want to be wondering like, oh, like how am I gonna get this paid, or how am I gonna get that paid, or I can't spend this because if I spend this, then like how long is it gonna take for it to come back to me? I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do all that, and I know I don't have to do all that. I don't want to work 10, 12-hour days. I don't. I refuse to. I won't. And so yeah, I quit. And I put myself in a position to where I don't have to work when I don't want to work. I can come in whenever I want to. I can take off whenever I want to. I can take off whenever I want to in nail salons too, because they're very flexible. But now it's like there's just nothing holding me back. So I started dancing again, and literally In my first week dancing, I was making 5 times what I was making in the salon. And I was just like, yo, I'm making 5 times what I'm making. My first night back dancing, y'all, I didn't even get on the floor until 1 a.m. 1 a.m. In 3 hours, I ran up a bag. I was like, yo, I was just like, this makes more sense to me for now. It's not a forever thing. Like, I don't necessarily, like, I'm not saying it like, oh, like, I love dancing. Fuck no. Men are creepy. Men are weird. There are a lot of cons with dancing, just like there are pros, you know? Um, and to the person who said every night, no, every night is not going to be a good night dancing. And to these bitches that make it seem like every time they walk in the club, they have a good, no, I've seen the baddest of bad bitches have bad nights, okay? Bitches be capping. But what I can say is the difference between having a bad night in the strip club is still oftentimes more money than you would have made in a week at your regular job. So it's like, okay, like say in a week I was pulling in $400 at the nail place. A bad night for me, I would say, would probably be like $400. Like, and that's still me being, I'm grateful and humble, and I'm grateful for anything that I make. But to me, like for me, $400 is a slow night. But for $400 to be a slow night is a blessing. You know, like that's where I'm going with this. For $400 to be a slow night, that's a blessing. That's still worth it. You know? And for you to make that and not even be in the club for you can make that and literally be in a club for 2 hours, 3 hours, it's 5 hours. You're never in there for more than 6 hours because it's not even open long enough for you to be in there for more than 6 hours. The club I work at personally opens at 10 p.m. and closes at 4. That means you only have a 6-hour time frame. You're never in there more than 6 hours. And then as a dancer, you choose when you want to show up. So I can show up at 12 and work for 4 hours if I want to. Oh, wait, we're congratulating somebody. What happened? Boop, 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 boop. Okay, wait. Dina said, I would love to announce some good news. I got accepted into the University of Denver. Oh, shit. For my master's degree, I'll be starting my master's degree program in summer 2022. Yo, congratulations. Oh my gosh, congratulations. What are you studying? That is so dope. You guys all say congratulations to Dina. That is so dope. I'm very happy for you. Peace, love, and blessings, yo. And you're going to body every semester, period. You got this. I'm very happy for you. That's dope. But to the Octavia Eskridge said, how much were you making as a nail tech? So I could say as a nail tech, the salon that I was at down south, and this is part of, I'm sorry y'all, eczema is a bitch. The salon I was working at down south, we were that salon was good, yo. We were making like it honestly, it depends on the nail tech too, because not everybody's making the same amount, because some people work faster than other people, some people do different services, whatever we do. But with the salon I was working at down south, bitches was making like a stack a week, which in the South is really good because the South is mad cheap, especially for Charlotte. Charlotte is, if you consistently making that in Charlotte, you are living very comfortably. So down South, that's what it was. Like down South, the nail salon, like a slow week in the nail salon was like, oh damn, like this week I made like $800 or this week I made $700. Which is still good for the South, you know, like good for the South when, especially when you have other sources of income too. Like it was straight, you know. Then to come up here and to not even be making 500 a week. Yeah, I'm very big, again, y'all, I'm probably not saving this live, but also even if I was saving this live, I'm very big on transparency when it comes to, I might not tell y'all my finances in the moment just because, you know, I don't like to give people the opportunity to give like bad energy or fuck anything up. But when it comes to like previous jobs I've had and stuff like that, like past jobs or whatever, I'm definitely gonna be transparent because I be wanting people to do that when I be watching videos and nobody ever does it. Ain't no shame in my game. There's literally no shame in my game. Okay. So yeah, to be going from making that down south and then to come up to New York and be not even making $500 a week, I was just like, oh hell no. And I ultimately decided, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna bank on myself. It got to the point where at first I was like, oh, I'm not gonna quit because I want to find something else first. Like I gotta make sure I'm set somewhere else. Um, but it got to the point where I hated my job so bad. I was like, fuck not having anything lined up. I'm just ready to go. And I'll figure it out. I literally was like, I'm going to jump off the cliff and I'll figure it out on the way down. Like that dead ass. It was to that point. Um, so let me see. So now getting more into, I guess, that explains like why I started dancing again. So just talking about Miami strip clubs, you guys. So I went to Miami and danced. I went on a OT mission, a little out of town mission. And woo. Um is it common to get paid just to talk to me in white clubs? Yeah, hell yeah. White men do not give a fuck about you dancing, literally. The black clubs, and that's okay, that's the difference. Let me just say, um you have to know how to maneuver different clubs, and not every dancer knows how to do this. And I've experienced people that don't know how to do both, or don't understand that if you don't know how to do both, then pick the club that works for you. Um, when you go into like more upscale strip clubs, like not even, let me not say, there's a difference between a gentleman's club and a strip club. It's two completely different things, two completely different environments. Um, Gentlemen's clubs tend to be your more white clubs. They play in rock music. They might play a little bit of hip hop, but if their hip hop is like fucking old school 2000s Nelly or some shit like that. Um, the gentlemen's clubs, depending on how upscale they are, some of them don't even have poles. If you get very, very high upscale, they don't even be having poles sometimes. Um, when you get to like the cabarets and stuff like that, some clubs will be called cabarets and not really be like cabarets. Like normally if it's called like something cabaret, it's normally like a nicer club. It's normally like a white club. If it's called something gentleman's club, it's a white club, it's a nicer club. If it's got any type of steakhouse attached to it, it's a nicer club. Do it like it's my B-day. No, not Johnson's Cabaret. That shit ratchet as fuck. That shit's very ghetto. But that's normally how it is though. If it's like something like that, then it's normally nicer. Um so what I've experienced before is people that kind of like, you have to know your audience. If you are in a black club, you are 9 times out of 10, or I'll say 8 times out of 10, you're not going to make money off of your talk game, because more urban clubs, black men, they don't give a fuck about your talk game. They don't give a fuck about that. They want to see you shake ass. They want to throw the money. They don't give a fuck about your name. They want to see your ass shake, and they want to just make it rain or whatever. Older black men give a F about your name, and they'll kind of talk to you. But like when you get into a lot of like urban clubs, those are not clubs where you sit and talk to people. They're not. They're not. You shake your ass for that cash, literally. When you get into gentlemen's clubs and stuff like that, the more like the white audiences, you can sit there and not really have to dance the whole night, and you can talk. You can talk. You can sit there and chill. You can, get to know them, whatever. So yeah, that's the difference. So when I was in Miami, oh, also I just want to say that it's weird that to DJT, yeah, I've been back in New York. I moved back to New York March of 20, no, wait, the pandemic started March of, y'all, the years just seem to be meshing together. The pandemic started March 2020. I moved back to New York probably 5 months into the pandemic. 5 to 7 months into the pandemic. I'm screaming. I'm too confused for this. Anyway, I've been back in New York for like a year and a half. Yeah, cons, just some quick cons in the strip club, or just things that are pet peeves for me before I get into like rating Miami strip clubs. Or no, maybe I'll just make that another video or something like that. Who knows? But I'll share it on here too because I don't plan to save this. I do not like when people come into the club and act like consent is no longer a thing in the strip club just because you are around dancers. Yes, I get it. We're dancing. Yes, I have not seen Zola yet, you guys. I want to see it because I saw the original story when it was just a Twitter story, like the original thread that made that girl famous. Like I saw that one and it was wild. I haven't seen the movie yet. But yeah, no, just things that I don't necessarily like about dancing. People act like consent does not exist. I had a very, very aggressive experience where I was assaulted in a strip club before, and this was actually out in the islands of St. Croix. And the crazy thing was my most, how do I want to word it? The time that I was assaulted the most aggressively was actually by some females. They violated the fuck out of me, literally violated the living hell out of me. And I was messed up after that. Keep it a buck. I was messed up after that. Whew. It was definitely an experience. I don't want to get into that. But on average though, men can also get pretty aggressive in the strip club. I do not like how people just feel like consent is not a thing. People trying to slide your bottoms to the side, trying to stick their fingers inside you and penetrate you is completely unacceptable. And those are the type of clientele I don't deal with. As soon as I get that vibe from you, I feel like you're like that. I'm like, let me back off. I'm getting the fuck. Because what you're not about to do is assault me in this club. And there's no reason that I should have to forcefully, like, literally, like, there was one guy, the girls too, but there was definitely one guy where I had to forcefully, like, keep pulling his hand away from me because he was literally trying to force his hand into my bottoms. I'm like, do you understand this is the R word? If you succeed, do you understand this is the R word? I will sue you. I will literally make your life hell. Because you're a creep. I'm like, what don't be going through people's heads? For you to have to try to force your hand into somebody's bottoms, just because it's in a strip club does not make that okay. And the fact that it happens like often, like guys will try to do that stuff often. Now, they're not often aggressive. They'll often try it, and then when you let them know you're not with it, they'll kind of like back off a little bit. But the fact that they even try it as often as they do is really weird. Like no consent, no nothing. They just automatically, they be trying to just like do the whole, like they be trying to slide and do all that stuff, trying to rub your kitty. No, we not doing none of that. And then it's always the ones who's not even really spending no bread that be trying to do the fucking most. It's always the ones that's not spending really no bread trying to do the most. And that's another reason I don't deal with them. Because even if you were spending bread, you still wouldn't be doing all that with me. It's some dancers that do all the extra. I don't do none of that. So, no, sir. Yeah, they be trying to see if you'll let it happen. I'm just like, ew, like... I'm like, because first off, I feel bad for the girls who are too scared to stand up for themselves and let it happen. I feel very bad for that. Oh, Kathy said, what's your favorite song to dance to? My favorite song to dance to... What's the song that I really cut up to that I'd be like, oh my God, this is my song? If I hear... Yes, you guys, make sure you like the live. It's 202 people in here and it's only 66 likes. So make sure you guys like the live. It only takes a second. Most Lil Baby song. Yo, if I hear drinking and smoking with who is it, Future and Lil Uzi, running to the floor to go dance. That right now is my favorite. One of my other favorites, if I hear all of a sudden, um, if I hear all of a sudden, I'm running to go dance. Drinking and smoking though is really my thing right now. And then there's one more song. I don't know why I can't think of it at the moment because I literally listen to it probably every day, and it's one of the songs that I go running to go dance to. But it's also it's a little baby song, and it's gonna, as soon as I end this live, it's gonna come to me. Um, but yeah, those are like those are my songs. Especially drinking is, if I hear drinking and smoking, if I hear drinking and smoking and I'm with a customer that's not really on that, like, they spending money but they don't really want me to dance shit, I'll be like, you just gonna have to catch this dance right quick. Because, and when I say catch this dance, I don't even mean I don't even got to dance on you, because I love the customers where they don't really, like, they want to kind of like, they'll spend money but they not really like the type to want dances. I love those people. I love those people. I just dance beside them, be my own little world, vibing out with my little drink, having fun. No, it's not On Me by Lil Baby. It's a freak. What is it? I'm so mad that I'm blanking right now because literally every time I hear that song, I go crazy. Um, but yeah, no. To back to like, okay, cons that depending on the clubs and stuff, the tip outs can either be high or kind of like not that high, which I've talked about before, so I'm not gonna go into super. But in Miami, let me tell y'all, as far as dancing in Miami, because I need to wrap up the whole dancing thing because I got other things I want to talk about. As far as dancing in Miami, I danced at G5, The Office, and I danced at Climax while I was in Miami. Um, if I were to rate the clubs, G5 on a Monday, they went up. They went up. There were celebrities there. I'm not a name dropping ass bitch, so I'm not gonna say who was in the club, but there were celebrities in the club, and it wasn't even like the celebrities that like everybody knows that were throwing the most money, or really throwing any money at all, because celebs just kind of be on that I'm a celeb shit. They don't be the ones throwing the bread. A lot of the time, not all the time, but a lot of the time. That club on a Monday, yeah, I met hella celebrities. That club on a Monday, they threw over 100K in that club. Not even just one section, it was multiple sections. Like literally, it was like, no, I would have never gone on Jocelyn's Cabaret. Because that goes back to my point, what I was saying in the beginning, as far as because somebody just reached out to me. It was another show that reached out to me and they wanted me to talk about, like, it was a segment called Life on the Pole. And I'm like, oh, fuck no. And let me not say like that, not to shade anybody who does, but again, I don't ever want that to be, I don't want you to see me and automatically associate me with dancing. So when it comes to doing like dance specific related stuff, like topics as far as like if I were to come on somebody else's platform and talk, if I were to come on my platform, is cool because y'all see I talk about a little bit of everything. But if I came on somebody else's platform and that was their first time seeing me on somebody else's platform, I wouldn't want it to be talking about dancing. But yeah, no, I've met plenty of celebs, and yeah, I just don't want that to be my brand. Also, Jocelyn, she's a lot, and I haven't seen it in the episodes. I've only seen clips from that show, and I don't understand the purpose of the show. Like, I don't know if it's to better them or to like give them opportunity, because it's like, what opportunities are you really getting in a strip club? Like, it's a strip club, like, you know, like I don't understand what that show, I don't understand what it's for. So no, I would not. But yeah, so dancing in Miami, I would say when we danced at G5, there's a ton of money you can make in there. They throw hella bread. I've never seen a club go up like that before. I'm gonna be honest. I never seen no club go up like that before. It was a competition. You had a section in the back was throwing like 20 bands. It was like this section was throwing 20, this section was throwing 15, this section's throwing 10, this section's throwing another 10. Yo, they was like, and I like the fact that in Miami, and they do this in New York too. This is one thing I like. When you go some places down south like Charlotte, they get too They get too excited. They want to put on so much of a show that they want mad bitches in the section. I don't like that. Like for me, when the type of dancer I am, I stay away from sections. I don't like being in sections unless it's gonna be mad money and not a lot of girls. Then I'll be like, okay, cool. I'll try and do my thing. But for the most part, I don't like sections. It'd be way too many bitches in a section with way too little money. I'm not about to be in nobody's section and they throwing 3K, but it's fucking 15 bitches in the section. Fuck no. It's not even worth it. I don't want to be in a section where you threw $1,500, but you got 5 different girls in the section. It's not worth it. I like the fact that in Miami and then also in New York, what I noticed a lot of, depending on the club environment too. In Miami, they was throwing 20K, 10K, 15K, and would only have like 3 girls in the section. And it would just be them 3. And won't no other bitches sliding into the section, won't no add-ons, no nothing. 20K, 3 girls. That is worth it. Very worth it. But in the strip clubs, a lot of the time, like, I don't know, like, you have girls that are like section girls and they like to be in sections because they want to be kind of known as like, oh, that girl that's always dancing in a section. But again, it's got to be worth it. It's got to make sense. If it don't make sense, if I got to split it with too many bitches, I don't want to be in the section. And that's why I don't like being in sections at all. Because I don't like to split. I'm very much so, I like to do my own thing when I dance. I don't like partners. I don't like sections. I don't want to split with anybody. I don't want to share. Unless it makes sense. If there's enough where it's going to make it worth both of our time, we can partner up. Me and Kathy have both danced in clubs before, and we work so well dancing together because, I mean, also we're best friends. But on top of the fact that we're best friends, we just kind of know how each other vibe. And we know that if we're in a club and it's like, more like a low-key club, whatever, and say a customer likes Kathy and they kind of feeling me but not really feeling me, they more so want Kathy, I'm not hopping in on your bag. You go make that. You go dance for him. You go make that. That's you. I'll go do my own thing, find somebody else, whatever, do my own thing. And then if we see somebody who we know is going to throw enough of a bag to make it worth both of us going over there, then okay, bet. We're going to both go over there. But if it's like all right, sis, this is your blessing. This is for you. That's why we work well together, because we know when to say, all right, this is for you, sis. He's trying to bless you right now. So let me, go do my own thing. A lot of dancers, when they want partners and stuff, they don't know how to do that. So they think every single customer is there to bless both y'all. And I'm not blessed. He not blessing us if he only throwing $300 and there's 2 bitches over there. He's not blessing us right now. So why did you come over here? Type shit, That's why I don't like partners. So anyway, yeah, we're not greedy. We're not greedy. You really have to know, like, you have to know what's going to be worth it and what's not going to be worth it. You don't always need to be trying to, do the most. So yeah, so G5, what I can say, G5 is a section type of club. There are some clubs you have to be in a section to make money. G5 is one of those clubs. You have to be in a section to make money. They're very loyal to their girls, as far as like girls that are either from Miami or have lived in Miami for a while and know the niggas to call to bring out, like, woo-de-woo, come, show me some love, I'm here. They're very loyal to the girls they know. So if you're from out of town, it's clip for you. I'm gonna be completely honest, it's very clip for you. Unless you catch them on a day where there's like not a lot going on. On the days that there weren't a lot going on the slower days, we was in there, making our money or whatever. On the day where there was a lot going on and it was one of those like, all right, they going up in the sections, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it was a wrap for us. It was clip. We're out of town, they don't know us, they loyal to their girls. When you in this, talk about the private parties. Okay, I'll touch on that too. Yeah, they're very, very loyal to their girls. So you not finna go to Miami on no event night or anything like that and be from out of town unless you know somebody beforehand who is going to get you into that section. You're not gonna come from out of town and get in that section. I promise you. You're not. You're not. They don't give a fuck in Miami how pretty you are. Face card can be dumb good. They don't care about none of that. They like BBL girls, and they like girls that they know. Because even if you're a BBL girl, but they don't know you, you're still not getting in that section. So yeah, that G5, I would say staff wise, staff is mad cool. The girls at G5 though, they be wanting to be on their bully shit. I don't know who told them that that was gonna be a thing, but they be wanting to be on their bully shit. And what I can say, a lot of strip clubs, like you would think when you go into these clubs that that would be the vibe for a lot of places, but it's honestly normally not the vibe. Even with the more urban clubs, depending on the case, because South Carolina was kind of like that too, but it wasn't. I would say South Carolina was less on the bully and more like on some hater, like I kind of want to fight you because you're pretty and you're in the club. Um, G5 was very much so the girls will try to bully you. You really got to show them that you ain't no, that you not with the shit, and mama ain't raised no hoe. Okay? Otherwise, they try to bully you. Which I'm just like, we're grown as fuck. Like, there's literally mad money in this club. Like, girl, please get the fuck. They gave me very bully vibes. Like, really, really weird energy, very bully vibes, very much so looking you up and down, trying to size you up, very much so. Um, there was a night that the girl that I was with made it into a section because it wasn't an event night. It just happened to be she made it into the section, and she made it into a section with a girl that had been working there for years, like literally like 10 years. First off, this is no shade, y'all. I mean this no shade. If you are really flipping and using your money correctly, there's no reason why it's been 10 years and you're still dancing. I don't wish that on anybody. There's no reason why you're in your late 30s, 40s, still dancing. Especially for, you know, I've seen women that, you know, they're still dancing and they're married and everything. I'm just like, why? You're, I don't want to seem judgy, but this is just honest. Your spouse is not doing what they need to do as a spouse if you are still in the club at 40 years old, married and dancing. There's no way. That man is not the man that you deserve more. Um, you don't need to do pole tricks or strip or split. You just have to find a club for you. No, deadass. I don't know how to do a split. I cannot do a split. I do not do pole tricks. I want to learn pole tricks just because I feel like it'll be a fun physical activity for myself. But I don't do splits. I don't do pole tricks. You have to find a club for you. I just know how to, I know how to create the illusion that I know what I'm doing. But yeah, I don't do that extra stuff. Hell no. Hell no. But no, so yeah, that's how G5 was. Very much so a section club. You gotta get in the sections. The girls be trying to be on their bully. They be trying to, you know, like I said, the girl that I knew made it into the section. The girl was being shady the whole time, trying to get her out of the section, trying to say things like, oh, somebody in here don't smell right, woo-doo-woo, like just trying to be like a weird bitch. Trying to be like, oh, you can't be in this section, whatever. And the girl that I was with just was like, well, I'm not leaving, so the fuck, we both got in this shit together, so no. And that happened to her twice, because there was another time where she had ended up in somebody else's section, and or theirs wasn't even really a section, it was just an area where they were throwing a shit ton of money, and she ended up over there, and one of the girls over there was like, oh, you can't be over here, da da da. It's like, bitch, the nigga pulled her, he throwing money on her, it's separate from yours, shut the fuck up. Stop minding my black ass business. Mind yours. Mind yours. Why are you pressed? So yeah, G5 is very much so, they want to bully you, but the tip outs were low at G5. The vibe outside of, you know, those few girls, the vibe outside of that was good. The management, cool as fuck. The office, I see why everybody in Miami talks about The Office. Okay, The Office also, they was throwing hella bread in The Office. Hella bread. And The Office is like, it's a lot, like G5 is a really big club. The Office is a lot smaller. Not, it's like in between hole in the wall and like a regular size club. Not big, but like you have like your hole in the wall clubs, your regular size clubs, your big clubs, your mega clubs. Like, it was like between the size of hole in the wall and a, like a regular size club. Or I guess I could say like, yeah, it was like that, kind of small. The office, the tip out is high as fuck. The tip out is high as hell. No, I don't just give lap dances. I honestly hate lap dances. I will, but I don't like lap dances. That's where the niggas be trying to be the most creepy. Hell no. Fuck no, baby. That's how I be feeling about lap dances. I be like, oh god. Um, Casey Boston said those are the strippers who have traditional dance training or gymnastics or dedication. No, dead ass. Like, the dancers that be doing like the extra shit, a lot of them are coming from dance backgrounds outside of stripping. Or like she was saying, gymnastics backgrounds. You are not finna catch me, a normal, like a person who has not done gymnastics in any way, shape, or form. You're not gonna catch me doing the same type of flexible ass shit that a girl who's done gymnastics her whole life is doing. And you just gotta know what works for you. You're not gonna catch me, somebody who has never been a dancer, doing the same type of shit that somebody who's been dancing their whole life is doing. You're gonna catch me doing what works for me and making my money and being low key, doing what works for me best. That's what you're gonna catch me doing. But yeah, so the office had really high tip outs. Literally before 9 p.m. or no, at 9 p.m. the tip out is $300 at 9 p.m. Bro, most clubs, your tip out is probably anywhere from like, if you're at a gentleman's club, like the white clubs, your tip out is probably anywhere from like 30 to 50 bucks. And mind you, they be making bread in there. Don't be paying shit, but be making hella bread. In the urban clubs, your tip out is probably anywhere from like, I would say 65 to like 120. And it depends on, like, normally it'll go up by like how late you get there. So normally, like, say you got there around like the club, my home club here in New York, if you show up before 12 on the weekdays, it's 85, which is still kind of high. They could definitely let bitches come in there for, because mind you, they open at 10. So it's like, you're not even open long enough for your shit is 85. They could let bitches slide in there for $65, but they don't. Anyway. But yeah, most clubs, say it's like 9 or 10, you're probably paying anywhere from like $70 to $90. The office, 9 o'clock, $300. If you come between 7 and before 9, it's $200. If you come before 7 o'clock p.m., it's $150. I'm like, when I first heard that, I said, oh my God. I was like, it's $150 and it's not even 7 p.m. Yo, we got there at 5 something in the afternoon. It was $150. But they make a lot of money in there. That's why. And that's why girls keep on paying it, because they make a lot of bread. But yeah, it's expensive. It's some clubs. Oh yeah, I'm seeing this comment in here. A lot of people don't know you have to pay to dance. Dancing is not free. It's called tip out. No matter what club you go to, you pay tip out. You have to pay to dance. People think that it's gonna go dance and just go in there and make money, and no, you pay. So you start off in the negative. So you need to make back what you paid and then some. And that's why I say not every night is a good night. So for bitches to act like every night is a good night, to act like every dancer has had a night where they did not even make their tip out back, even if your tip out is low. Like, the fuck? Bitches really be, that's why I hate when people be capping. Even these IG model dancers, all them, I've literally watched with my own eyes bitches that are very known on IG not make no money in the club some nights. And that's with dancing, that's with bartending, and that's with bottle service. People be capping a lot. A lot of the time what people will do when they show you all this money they're making, they're showing you all the money they made for that whole week, sometimes for 2 weeks, and they're telling you, oh, I made this just last night. No, no. Please don't tell them that. Don't tell people that and have people out here thinking that that's going to be reality, and it's not. So yeah. So yeah, the office will do a high ass tip outs, but there is a lot of money in there. And a lot of the girls are willing to pay it because a lot of the time you'll make it back more often than not, from what it sounds like. Because then I only danced there one night, so I can't give you like a overall like. But from what they were saying, more often than not, you make it back enough that girls keep coming back there, and that for a lot of girls is their home club. Miami, there's so much money in Miami dancing that a lot of the clubs, first off, a lot of the clubs are full, but also the ones that aren't full, girls will come there and be like, oh, I'm only gonna dance in Miami for a week or whatever, and girls end up never going back home because they make so much bread that they just move down to Miami. There's a lot of money down there. Climax was ghetto as fuck. No, yeah, Miami is booty butterball ass naked. Miami, you get all the way, and you have to. It's not like like when it gets when it gets busier in the club, you can finesse it a lot more, and you don't really have to. You more so only have to when you're on stage, honestly. Because even when you're like, if you're giving lap dances and stuff, you don't even have to when you're doing that. It's more like when you're on stage, though, in Miami, you have to get naked. It's fully nude. You are out there. Baby. You out there. Dark skin strippers do make good money in Miami. Miami is not one of those places where, because again, Miami is heavily, the population is a lot of Spanish. You got a lot of clubs where, and the clubs in Miami are more a mixed crowd depending on like the offices. In the office, black, G5, black, Climax, definitely black. But if you go like to other clubs, like if you go to, I don't know, Cheetahs, Tootsies, Scarlets, places like that, mixed crowd. You got white men, Hispanic men, black men, whatever. So even if the niggas are colorist, you still have a whole nother crowd of people that's gonna fuck with you. Yeah, Climax was super ghetto. I would never dance at a club that ghetto in my life again. Our New York strip clubs full of BBL and surgery girls. I wonder since they're popular on Instagram. New York strip clubs are full of BBL and surgery girls. That is why my club works so well for me, because literally my club is a Spanish club and all the girls have BBLs. And because I'm natural and I'm black, I get a lot of, oh my God, like, you're natural, you don't have a BBL, oh my God, your body is like, because I have a nice shape. And so honestly, my club at first, when I was dancing in New York, I was hella intimidated because I was like, oh my God, New York is all BBL girls. That's all they're going to want. Oh my God, I'm going to be competing with BBL girls. That's not what it gives. That's literally not what it gives, y'all. When I say, I swear to you, my club is all Spanish girls with BBLs. There are maybe 5 black girls that work in my club. And not because they don't hire black, because they hire black girls. It's just because my club is just in an area where I guess the population is just a lot of Spanish girls. Like, I don't think a lot of black people even know about my club. Keep it a buck. So yeah, I'm like one of maybe like 5. It's definitely under 10 black girls that work in my club. And all the black girls I've seen that work in my club, minus 1, are natural. And it gets us paid. Yeah, a lot of them are illegal silicone injections. What I can say, I had already seen that, but I didn't really think it was a thing till I met this girl that I did a booking with. and she showed us pictures of when she got her butt shots, and they actually do use crazy glue, and they glued the injection spots up with crazy glue to keep them from like leaking out. That was the craziest shit I've ever seen. But what I can say, I'm not recommending this. I would say don't do that shit. That shit is so fucking dangerous. I would never recommend that shit to anybody. But if we're being completely honest, her shit did look good though. Hers was not botched. But I would not recommend that to anybody. That is so dangerous. And there's no telling what the fuck they put in there. But I see a lot of botched ones. I also, it's crazy because what I've noticed too in dancing in clubs, you know, around New York and Miami, and then other places, I literally, I guess this will take us into the BBL conversation too, or whatever. What was I about to say? Oh, so from what I've seen and observed, when Black women get BBLs, and I'm not just saying this because I'm Black, I'm literally just, this is legit what I be seeing. When Black women get BBLs, they look so much better than when the oh fuck. They look so much better than when the Spanish girls get BBLs. I'm not capping to you. They look so much better. I don't know if Black women are just taking more time when it comes to finding their surgeons. I don't know if they're getting theirs done in the States more often than going out of the States to get them done. But the Black women I've seen, it's not even just about the legs matching up, honestly. It's about the shape of them, the legs matching up, the fucking, whether they sit right or they like sagging and weird kind of, whether they look like diapers or whatever. I feel like Black women take the time to get better BBLs, because the Black women that I've seen, I rarely see Black women with botched BBLs, and I see a lot. Again, I work in a heavily Spanish club. It's all Spanish. I see a lot of bad Spanish BBLs. And that's anywhere I've gone. That's whether I'm down south dancing, whether I'm up north dancing. I see a lot of Spanish girls get very, very bad BBLs. And this is no hate to them. I don't know what's going on, but they're pretty bad. I think maybe they're just rushing them. I don't know. I think they're rushing them or something. Because there's no way. But yeah, I just see a lot of bad ones. But as far as BBLs in general, I wanted to talk about the BBL trend because I have seen, and honestly, my views on the BBL trend are going to be a little different than what people probably are expecting me to say. I've seen a lot of hate and shade being thrown toward BBL girls. And I do not be seeing, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I do not be seeing BBL girls online come for natural women nearly at the rate I see natural women trying to fry up and roast BBL girls. It's something about the BBL girls that has y'all so triggered to the core. So triggered. And I'm just like, it is literally free 99 to let people live. I understand the aspect of the BBL body is becoming the standard. I understand where that is, what's the word I'm looking for? I understand where that can fuck up people's perception of beauty and be very, have a very heavily negative impact on people's perception of beauty. I definitely understand that aspect. I get it. But at the same time, it's literally free to mind your business. It's not, you know, like, how do I explain this? I get it. These sites and these brands that are only showing clothes on BBL girls, that's messed up, but that's the site's fault. That is those brands' fault. That's not BBL girls' fault for getting the BBLs. That's not their fault. You need to be more mad at these companies for not including a mixture of everybody and these companies making it the standard. Things like that. Not the girls that are getting them, because what I notice is girls are like, oh, if you get a BBL, you're insecure as fuck. You're this, you're that. You need to work on yourself. You need to do this, you need to do that. But then in the same notion, the people that is complaining the most about BBL girls, okay, if that's the case, why is it that y'all don't have the same energy for girls that get lip injections, for girls that get their nose done, for girls that get Botox, things like that, for girls that, for the girlies that, we wear, weave or things like that, that we get acrylic nails and shit like that. Y'all only have this energy for BBL bitches. Y'all only have this hate and irritation towards women that get BBLs. If you are scared to get the surgery yourself, just say that. If you don't have the money to get the surgery yourself, just say that. I ain't got the funds to get it. Shit. And at this point, I done seen so many crazy ones that I don't know if I still would at this point, but I'm not against it either. But I'm like, just the fact that nobody has this energy towards anything but BBL, as far as women attacking other women, women do not have this energy towards anybody else that they do about BBL girls. I see on TikTok literally daily some random bitch ranting about BBL bitches. It be literally BBL bitches minding their business. And again, I get it. BBLs are becoming the standard for beauty, and that is not healthy. I'm not saying that should be the standard for beauty. I'm not saying that you don't have insecurities if you go get a BBL, because clearly if you go to get something changed, it's probably something that you don't like about yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. I like lip fillers. I like my lips, but I like my lips when they're even bigger. Okay, Anne. I like cheek fillers. I have a naturally pretty face. I like to get cheek fillers anyway. I don't have any filler in my face right now, but I like those things. I'm in the beauty industry, and that's one of the things I really like. Everybody has things that they're insecure about. And if you choose to change the things that you're insecure about, what is the issue to the next person? Why does that bother you so bad that she changed something that she was insecure about? Everybody has shit that they're insecure about. And I think, honestly, most people, if they had the fucking option, they probably would change it. Or you have the people that are like, you know what, I'm insecure about this, but I'm just going to do the inner work to not be insecure about this. And it may or may not work, but I'm going to choose that route. And that is cool. That's totally fine. But the fact that y'all be on motherfucking TikTok, because TikTok is the app I see it on the most. TikTok and then probably Twitter second. But it's not so bad on Twitter. TikTok, I see a bitch every day ranting about BBL girls and how insecure they are. How, oh, y'all aren't any better than natural girls. Mind you, I don't be seeing the BBL girls say they're better than natural girls. I'm sure there are a few out there that have, but for the most part, I don't see videos of BBL girls coming at natural women. When I see videos of BBL girls, it literally be them being like, oh, my progress with my BBL. How this outfit fit beforehand versus now it fits now that I got my BBL. Whoop-de-woo. Pros and cons of getting a BBL. They be minding their BBL business. The BBL girls literally be minding their BBL business. Here comes some hating ass bitch. Oh, you're insecure. Niggas still want us just as much as they want you. You're not any better than the next person. I can still take your nigga. You got this BBL just for niggas to treat you the same, just to treat you as shitty as they treated you before. I'm like, y'all scream about feminist movements and body positivity, but then if a girl changes her body, because if you ask me, body positivity, if you're really on the shit that you say you're on, then body positivity would be also, okay, if that person chooses to alter their body, then you mind your fucking business. And if they like it, you love it. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Right. Right. Okay, Moonstone Venom. What happened to no police in women's bodies? That goes straight out the window when the natural girls are coming for the BBL girls. All that shit go out the window. I probably should make a TikTok myself and just be like, oh, like, you know, that little thing where they're like, oh, what's something if you said out loud, people would da da da. I'm like, you know, yeah, because all that no policing goes right out the window. The car alarm do agree with me, okay? Period. That's New York, always loud as fuck for no reason. Yeah, people are always, who is Bayoshi said, yes, I seen a tweet like that the other day. And the tweet said, imagine getting a BBL and your dude cheat on you with a girl with your old body. Like, damn. Oh, she said, like, damn, if your life is around a dude, just say that, weirdo. Yeah, I'm just like, people just be so fucking pressed. Yeah, you can literally have your own opinion and not bash, because there's a difference between somebody being like, oh, well, I personally wouldn't get a BBL, but, you know, if that's for them, that's cool. Or saying, oh, well, I personally don't think they look all that good, but if they like it, that's cool. That's having your own opinion, and that's dope. Getting on fucking TikTok every fucking day of the week to make a 3-minute fucking long video about why you're so mad about girls getting BBLs because you're just so much better than them because they don't have BBLs, because you don't have a BBL. You know what it gives? It gives very much, I only wear lashes and lip gloss energy. It gives that. Those are the type of bitches that are annoying as fuck. We don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care about the fact that you, I've never worn makeup a day in my life. Like, I can't even do all that. Like, I only wear lashes and lip gloss. I don't give a fuck. We don't care. I promise you. We don't care. You're giving me very much, you're minding somebody else's black ass business vibes. That's what you're giving me. Why do you have 5 separate videos on TikTok talking about BBL girls and how you hate them? Why are you so pressed? You're giving me, honestly, it gives me the same energy as people who come to people's YouTube channels specifically to talk shit about how they don't like them, but then they keep coming back to keep talking shit because really you're a fan. That's what it gives me. And I'm not saying, when I say that, I'm not saying that, oh, all natural girls secretly want a BBL. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you putting that much time into hating on another bitch for what she chose to do with her body, you're giving me fan vibes. Mind your fucking business. And I would say the same. Oh, girl. Oh, she shits like a grown-ass man. Girl, I smelled that. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Rainy. You eat the same thing every day. I don't understand how they be. Shut up. Y'all know Remy always got to make an appearance in some way, shape, or form. Always. Every live. I'm like, damn, bitch. She lit that box up. Let me see some of these comments. Somebody said, do you feel like, Bayoshi said, do you feel like tattoos have more cons than pros for strip club opportunities? It depends on the type of club you, ooh. Every time I spray that spray, and it's only that one, every time I spray that freshener, I sneeze. Every time. It really depends on the type of club. If you're trying to go into upscale gentlemen, thank you. Trishiana CC, thank you. Yes, thank you to all the people that said bless you. Thank you. But no, if you're going into upscale gentlemen's club, the more upscale, the more I feel like it benefits you to not have tattoos. And if you're doing like any type of urban club, then they don't give a fuck. It really just depends. It also depends on your face card, because keep it a buck. Now, upscale's gentleman club, even if your face card is stupid good, if you have a whole bunch of tattoos, no. Especially if it's attached to any type of steakhouse and you have tattoos, you might as well. It's a dub. Don't even waste your time. Especially if you're not white. Because even with the white girls, if it's really, really super upscale, even with the white girls, they don't be wanting all the tattoo shit. If it's just regular upscale, they'll let the white girls get away with the tattoo shit, but then they won't let you. So if you're not white, then I would say if you're trying to go to an upscale club, probably want to not have a whole bunch of tattoos or cover it up when you go. But yeah, let's make Mind Our Business a thing from 2021 and onward. Can we do that, please? Moonstone Venom. Yes, please. Please. I'm just like, people be so invested in minding other people's fucking business. Like, you are literally like, oh my God. You spend so much time thinking about bitches that are not thinking about you. Like, I feel like that just has to be said. Like, I get it. Like, being natural is a total vibe. But if you're not natural and it's not bothering anybody, that could also be a total vibe, bro. Now, these companies and these sites, again, that are advertising BBLs for clothing, that's not a vibe. I hate that they're doing that. That should not be made the standard, because then for everybody who is natural, we don't know how shit's gonna fit, because you only show how shit's gonna fit if you have fucking surgery, and that is annoying. But that's still not the bitches who get surgery. That's not their fault. That's these companies. These companies have the equal opportunity to pick a multitude, a variety of different people to represent their clothing or their brands, and they don't. That's nobody's fault but the company. And I can't even say, these men make it a common in rap music and stuff to get BBLs, but even that is like, it's not even, it don't give what they thought it was giving, because keep it a buck, these celebrities, these rappers, how would I say it? They might show off the BBL model Instagram bitch as like, oh, that's their girl. They date whatever. And that's not even on a like, oh, you got a BBL and you're on IG, you're IG model, but I'm natural and I'm, doing this, I'm doing that. Because I know girls be on that wave, and that's corny as fuck. That's just on men don't give a fuck. Men don't give a fuck. If you're pretty and you don't have no ass, they're still gonna fuck with you. If you're pretty and you have an ass, they're still gonna fuck with you. They don't care. They're gonna rap about it because it's, it's trendy, but they don't care. Like, men are equal opportunists. Equal opportunity. They literally don't give a fuck. They be sitting here online all day about they types and preferences or whatever the fuck, and they don't give a fuck. For real. So yes, that's gonna take me into dating, in the state of dating in 2021. Y'all. Dating in 2021 is so fucking ghetto, and I hate it. It's ghetto. I hate everything about it. It's ghetto, it's ghetto, it's ghetto. It's ratchet. It gets very much so black Air Force energy, oversized white t-shirts at the gas station, smashing roaches in project houses energy is what dating in 2021 gives. It gives Section 8 with no section. Like, very ghetto. I wrote down, I was supposed to be doing my makeup in this live, and I ended up not doing my makeup at all, but who cares? No, where do I even want to start? I wrote down some points that I wanted to talk about as far as dating. My biggest point being, and I've spoke about this multiple times on my channel, so this is not anything new with what I'm about to say with this specific point. I don't understand the point, and I don't understand the thought behind approaching women who you see do certain things for themselves and live a lifestyle a certain way, and knowing that you don't want to provide that lifestyle or add on to it and still approaching them. I don't see the point. I don't know why that's a thing. That's very weird to me. It's just, how would I even explain this? My DMs be dry. And it's not that they actually be dry, it's that the type of men that slide in my DMs are the type of men I would never date. Because I personally don't want anybody who's not coming with plans, as far as like, you know, like, I don't know. I just feel like at this age, sliding in my shit with no plans is just like, ew. I don't want no when we gon' chill ass nigga. What? That's so beta. That's such a beta ass question. First off, take it upon yourself to plan something and then let me know where I need to be at. Like, and not only that, I'm just like, you can see, like, and I say this for anybody, but I'm gonna use myself as an example. You can see on my Instagram, I take myself out to eat often, and I go out to eat with my friends often. I travel often. I go out and, I'm sorry, y'all, my nose is like itching. I go out and I do things with my friends often. So why would you slide in my DMs and you don't like to plan or really go on dates? You don't have the money to plan or go on dates. You don't have the money to travel with me or have me travel with you. Why the fuck, seeing all that, would you slide in my DMs? I'd be so confused. All you are offering is late night dick and what? That's literally, like, that's gross. That's repulsive. I'd be looking like, ew. That's what you're offering me? And mind you, 9 times out of 10, these men don't even make you nut. That's what you're offering me? Boy, go to hell. Like, when I say literally, and these be the same men that complain about all day, always complaining about women are like they used to be and they don't do this and they don't do that. Women are tired of putting up with shit. That's what it is. Women are really opening our eyes now and realizing that y'all don't bring a lot to the table, that y'all swear that we need to bring to the table, that this imaginary table that y'all have. That first off, if you gotta ask me that dusty ass question, I would never date no nigga that's asking me what I bring to the table ever. Ever. Because if you have to ask me that, why the fuck, and I always say this, I've said this before, why are you pursuing women that you even have to ask that question? Why are you not pursuing people that you see the value in before you pursue them and you can tell that they would add something to your life? Why are you pursuing women that you have to ask that question? The fuck? These niggas just be so dusty. Or they do this shit where, like, they take you on, like, 1 or 2 dates, and then that's supposed to be, like, the beginning of y'all's dusty ass, crusty ass relationship where he no longer ever takes you on dates, or you have to beg him to take you on dates, where, you know, you have to pay for dates, where his thoughtfulness after the effort it takes him to put into 2 measly ass dates, the thoughtfulness just can't simply continue past 2 dates. Why would I want to date somebody who thinks that after 2 times taking me out, they are all of a sudden never gonna have to take me out again? They are free from taking me out for the rest of the duration of us being intertwined. What? I like to go on dates. I was in a relationship for 5 years, and all 5 years we went on dates often and frequently. I like to go on dates. And it doesn't always have to be something crazy and extravagant. It can be movies, a festival, museum, art galleries. Like, there's so much to do in all these different cities, and these niggas can't even, and it's not even a money thing, because niggas love to make it, oh, y'all bitches want us to spend this or spend that. Bro, there's so much thoughtful shit you can do that doesn't even cost bread. Y'all niggas y'all don't want to put in the effort. You're not thoughtful. Like, what the fuck? You could take bitches to a park and plan out a picnic and lay out a picnic spread. And it would literally, the whole thing would cost you under 30 bucks. And niggas don't even do that. Or even think to do that. There's so much free shit to do. Yo, I live in New York City. There is free shit to do every fucking day of the week. The hardest day that there is to find shit to do is Mondays, because a lot of like the little cute spots are closed on Mondays, and a lot of the good restaurants are closed on Mondays. But outside of that, there's still shit to do. There is shit to do every fucking day here. Niggas here. I don't like how New York men date. I don't like how they date. They don't plan dates. They're not thoughtful at all. They talk to women like they're niggas. And I don't like it. Oh my God, I love a good Taco Tuesday. Period. There's so much to do that does not cost a shit ton of money. Like, niggas just are not thoughtful. Yeah, for Jackie said, imagine being broke and not romantic. Womp. Yeah. Imagine you gotta pick a struggle. If you're gonna be broke, be romantic. Try. There's so much that you can do to put in effort, because the thing about being like a high value man, I know everybody thinks like everything is just about bread. And personally, I do want somebody in my life who has, you know, money and good morals and stuff like that. Because again, I always say this, when I have kids one day, I don't want to, I'm not going to force my recovery time to go back into a job or any type of laborious activity because I'm with somebody who can't hold it down while I'm recovering from having a full-blown child. I refuse. But in that same token, that's just me personally. Being high value is not just about having money. You can be high value and, you know, be loyal, be thoughtful, put in effort, know your girl like the back of your hand, you know, do what you can type shit. It's men out here providing and, you know, being great partners who making 50K a year. They not making 700,000 a year and buying they bitches fucking I don't know, Range Rovers and shit. But their women are happy. Like I feel like niggas use money or use the assumption that women only care about money as an excuse to cover up for the fact that they lack in effort. And they don't want to put in any effort into shit. So they say, oh, well, you know, all you bitches, all y'all only care about money and how much money a nigga has and woo because you can't afford to take her to a 5-star restaurant on the water. But then the real issue is you don't even want to put the effort in to take her to the fucking movies and get candy and make it a whole vibe, make it a whole night, and maybe get, I don't know, like, just, you don't want to put in the effort. Even if you did have the money, you're not thoughtful. You're not romantic. You're not thoughtful. You wouldn't put in the effort. Even if you had it, you wouldn't do it. So y'all niggas be mad about money that you don't have, but it's like, bro, like, the issue isn't even just the not having the funds. It's not even just the lack of funds. It's the lack of effort. It's the lack of thoughtfulness. It's the lack of fucking just, y'all don't even want to try for real. You complain about, oh, bitches are so fucking bitches are so materialistic and so this or so that. You don't even have the materials. And they got the nerve to not be thoughtful, not romantic, not want to put in any effort, and you're not faithful, and y'all be cheating, and y'all be out here dogging bitches. What do we bring? Bitch, what do you bring to the table? Because as far as I'm concerned, you be taken away from the table. Table be empty by the time we done fucking with y'all. We done had a whole spread. Now I ain't even got no silverware on the shit. Fucking with you. God damn. Y'all to be offering shit, stress, and dick. And that be it. And want bitches to kiss your ass. The ass that a lot of y'all don't even clean because you think it's gay. To clean your ass. Got the nerve to be asking bitches what they bring to the table. Y'all niggas be destroying the table. The table need reconstruction after y'all. Plates is broke, silverware is gone, the table missing a leg, lopsided, leaning. The fuck? Napkins gone, coasters gone. The table is in horrible condition after you. Scratches on the shit, need to be repolished and refurbished. The table be dusty as fuck after y'all. Got the nerve to be asking bitches what they bring to the table. Nigga, you destroyed the table. The table look like one of them damn desks when you get in the motherfucking classroom in college and you in one of the classrooms that's not updated and you get a desk and the desk kind of lean a little. So you got to lean to one side because the desk is lopsided. It's got a strong hand leg. The fuck? What do we bring to the table? You gonna take the table out anyway. Bitches be coming to y'all with take. Mind you. First off, that question is dusty, but if we really want to take it there, it's not even like bitches be coming to niggas with IKEA tables. No. These are not even like the starter furniture tables that y'all be fucking up. Y'all be fucking up quality tables from furniture stores, from actual furniture stores. Y'all know how much a table costs from a furniture store, bro? Like an adult table that goes in a house. Not IKEA, like an adult table. Like you actually went into a furniture store and bought a table. Y'all know how much them shits be costing? Damn bitches be like 4K, 10K, 8K. This is not no IKEA $120, $200 table that y'all be fucking up. These are expensive fucking tables. The fuck? Real furniture stores for all my people in this chat who are like adults. Y'all know how much like real furniture costs. Like not shade of IKEA because a bitch like me, I love IKEA. But when you get real furniture, like IKEA is like good for starter furniture. Like people in my age range, whatever, still trying to figure their life out, or you move a lot. You get IKEA furniture when you kind of like, all right, you might be in this spot that you're in for like maybe 2 to 3 years. You start getting real furniture when you're in a house that you're going to be in for like 10 years or more, 5 years or more, whatever. When you're in like, you know, wherever you're at, when you're settled in and you know you're going to be there for a long time, that's when you start getting real furniture. So for my people in the chat who are like older or have experienced like getting real furniture, y'all know how expensive that shit is. Like all jokes aside, real furniture is expensive. The bed frames alone be fucking 3K. The mattress be another 3K. Like real furniture is expensive. And these niggas be fucking it up? Hell no. Talking about what bitches bring to the table. Fuck you, boy, go to hell. No, dating apps are so depressing. They're depressing because honestly, I'm also convinced that, like, I don't know if I've said this in another live before, but I'm going through this phase where I no longer see men that I find attractive at all. At all. I can't tell you the last time I saw a man that I thought was attractive. It's always like, oh, he looks really good, but then they open their mouth and they're misogynistic and fucking cornballs. And what I also want to say about dating is a lot of women be out here letting these men be fucking cornballs. What are you doing back there, Remy? Why your mouth sound like that? What you chewing on? Something you're not supposed. Yeah, I hope it's stuck too. Damn it. Anyway, a lot of these men, what I notice is, or women, what I will say, and I hate saying where we're wrong, but I'm not part of this group that I'm about to talk about because I don't care how fine you are. I'm not with the bullshit. It's a big group of women that y'all will let men, and this is the privilege of being attractive. If a man is attractive enough, y'all will let him be misogynistic and co-sign. Y'all will pick me as fuck in his comments. Y'all will don't care if he is misogynistic, if he's corny as fuck. As long as he's attractive enough, there is a big group of women that will let him slide and get away with murder. And will treat him like he is smart, or like, oh my God, I feel what you're saying. Like, oh my God, like, I totally understand. Like, yeah, sometimes those women are hard to deal with. Like, sometimes we just need to shut the fuck up and listen. Bitch, go to hell. Girl, shut the fuck up. Be in his comments or whatever under the shit, just co-signing. This nigga could literally, oh my God, not the messages blowing up while I'm trying to be online. This nigga could be in here talking about some, y'all bitches just be out here. I've seen it, y'all. I've seen it. Y'all bitches be out here begging for shit. Da, 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 da. Mind you, bitches don't be begging for goddamn shit. Bitches be asking niggas to, like I said, take them on dates. Be nice to them. And niggas, because they're misogynistic as fuck and don't feel, and they hate women so bad, they don't even feel like women deserve that. So because they don't feel like women deserve that, they see that as you're begging. And they be on fucking IG saying shit about how bitches be begging. And bitches be commenting and agreeing. Bitch. If the apocalypse ever, I hope you are first. You bitch. Y'all bitches in the comments being pick-me ass bitches for these misogynistic ass cornball ass niggas just because they fine. I hope you first, bitch. When the zombies start zombieing, ooh, I hope they get you right in your motherfucking leg. Can't even run from them hoes. I hope you first. Got these niggas thinking they smart. Ew. Intelligent. And they be saying cornball ass shit. And if you really had the range and if you was really smart, you would know that these niggas really be stupid as fuck. They're dumb. They're dumb. Attractive men say a lot of dumb shit. A lot of dumb shit. And you bitches, because they're attractive, really be sitting there like, oh my God, you're just so smart. Like, other people just don't understand you. Like, they just don't understand. Bitch. Both y'all can go straight to hell. Oh, I was like, I got more candy in here. Y'all get on my nerves with that. Oh my gosh. That's the one thing I can say. I cannot stand the bitches that be hyping up these fucking niggas that be saying stupid ass shit that is detrimental to us as women, does not benefit us, and actually adds to why we go through so much BS. And you bitches be hyping these men. Ew. Ew. And I'm not gonna, some of them do be fine. They be real fine. They be fine. Okay, like hella fine. But once you, when you really have the range, once they open that mouth, once they open that hole in their face, that be ready to spit out just audacity and bullshit. And once you really listen to what they be saying, bitch. And you agreeing for some dick? And not only are you agreeing for some dick, you agreeing for some dick from a nigga that don't even feel like you deserve to be treated like a human being because you're a woman. Ew. Ew. I cannot. Anyway. I'm sorry, this real up hitting y'all. Hold on. We're having a little ASMR moment right now. If you're sensitive at the ears when it comes to people making smacking noises, I'm sorry. I really wanted a red one, but I got blue. But anyway. Ooh. Baby. Damn, I wish I would have been a red one. Anyway. And not only that, like, these men be hating women so much that, like, I don't, like, they just be hating women so much. And it's just so blatant. So to see that, like, there are women that really be... New York is so loud for fucking no reason. Nothing at all. There's always so much going on outside. Always. For no reason. No matter what time of night. And I knew this. It's fine. But goddamn. Sometimes I think they just like hearing the sound of the shit honking. Sometimes I feel like they just do it for fun. Please be red. Please be red. Please be red. Fuck yes. But no. So yeah, I have a couple little like short date. I have a couple short dating stories just as far as like niggas with effort and consistency, because this is recently why I've just been, the more I've been just realizing I deserve more, the harder it has been to date, which is unfortunate as hell. Bro. Ain't no way. Okay, we just gonna talk through it. Cause right now, they having some type of horn war out there, which means eventually maybe they're gonna get out and start cussing or whatever. I don't know what, but they being mad annoying. It's just like, why y'all got this much going on right now? They've been quiet the whole day, bro. The whole day. These fools also complain about one of the marriages their grandparents had. You know, the marriages where the wife was basically being held hostage. Deadass. They want the marriages their grandparents had without doing what their granddaddy did, which was take care of the household. Which still doesn't justify the fact that granddaddies weren't shit and had children down the block and was always cheating. And the women back in the day were fucking suffering. They want us to suffer for free. Not that we should suffer not for free, but they want us to suffer for free. The women were suffering because they had to rely on men to, like, you know, at one point, women couldn't get jobs, they couldn't vote, there was a lot of shit that they could not do. They had to rely on men. And the men that they were relying on had jobs and were getting it done for their family. What they could hate the whole damn family and was still getting it done. was putting in them hours, getting it done, making the money that they needed to make sure the family was good. Nowadays, y'all niggas want women to bend over backwards and do every fucking thing for you for free. Y'all don't want to provide. You don't want to do shit. You want to cheat, give mediocre dick, not have a solid job, not make no money, or make money, but then you're stingy. Because I always say a man with money who is stingy is just as fucking useless as a broke nigga. Because I'm not bending, even for the men that do have money, when you fuck with men with money, some of them want you to bend over backwards, like prove why you deserve them to treat you some type of way. That is a broke ass nigga mentality, and I'm not bending over backwards for you to prove why you should treat me like a decent human being. If you got it and you're making the choice not to, you're a dub. I'm dubbing you. You can also go to hell with the broke ass niggas. With the broke ass, not romantic niggas. Because the broke ass romantic niggas that's trying, y'all can go through the pearly gates. I'm not fucking with you, but I'm also not judging the next person for fucking with you. Y'all can go through them gates. But the broke ass niggas that's not even romantic, you got the nerve? Hell. Electric chair. Electric chair. But anyway, I have a little story or whatever, why I've cut people off in the last, you know, little couple dating instances that I've had, which hasn't been a lot. But no, I actually was hanging out with a guy that I did a story time about. And not to say who it was, fuck it. If y'all remember, if you've been like an OG subscriber, then you definitely remember when I did my story time about meeting my Instagram crush. I named him Queens. So this time coming back up to New York, I was, back messing with him, whatever, because y'all, when I said that man gives fire eggplant, oh my Jesus. God bless. God bless. Fire. I'd be so sad I had to cut this nigga off, girl. I'd be so sad. Fire eggplant. That shit goes stupid. I'm so sad. Oh my God. I'm so sad. Some days, honestly, y'all, some days I hate the fact that I respect myself. Life was easy when I didn't have standards. Some days, honestly, I just roasted the dumb bitches. Some days, I'd be like, damn, y'all dumb bitches got it good. Y'all got it good. But anyway. Fuck. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we're going to get past that. Okay. Fire. What that mouth do? Fire. Everything. Fire. Y'all, when you gotta cut off a man with good pee. With good pee. When you have to cut off a man with good pee. That shit make you want to off yourself. Some days I be looking at these New York buildings. I'm kidding, y'all. But if I wasn't kidding, some days I'd be looking at these New York buildings like, damn, I could just... Because I had to cut off my man with the good pee. Rest in peace, bro. I was getting that fire. Anyway, I say rest in peace like that because honestly, a lot of these men, they be gifted, well endowed, and the dick don't be good. Or, just a lot of men don't men don't be knowing how to do it for you. When you find somebody who knows how to specifically do you, and then you gotta cut them off. Bitch. Ugh. But you know what? That's when you gotta look in the mirror. You gotta be like, sis, love yourself. Love yourself. Okay? had to love myself. Because mind you, back to the dating thing or whatever. So I was hanging out with queens again. And as far as like vibing and stuff, like he's a good person overall, a good dude. I don't have like a lot of bad things I can say about him, honestly. The issue is when it comes to as a partner, I can't do nonchalant love at all. I can't. I'm not built for it. I'm not that type of bitch. I'm high maintenance when it comes to love. I can't do nonchalant love. So I think part of it was smokers just tend to be more nonchalant because they be high as fuck. I'm not a smoker, so I do not be high as fuck. And even if I was, I would still probably be pretty high maintenance in relationships and don't give a fuck. But this specific person, again, not a bad dude. The stuff was not coming from malicious intent, but way too nonchalant for me. And also, I'm very big on the principle thing. So if you say you're going to do something, I need you to get it done. And if you don't get it done, I start looking at you differently. So the first instance for me was I had a purse. I had just got it. It was a Juicy Couture purse. I still have it, but the zipper is broken. So sad. But anyway, I had got this vintage Juicy Couture purse from a pawn shop. Crazy, because I did not go into the pawn shop for that shit. But I came out with it, and I was so happy. Anyway, we were out hanging out one night and, you know, vibing. I think we had we were having a date night. No, I don't think he's watching this right now. Honestly, I was gonna say, oh, luckily for me, a lot of the time guys that I, you know, click with or anything, they don't watch my stuff, but cute, but they actually kind of do sometimes. So, but I don't think he'd be watching this right now. But we were out having a good date night, whatever. It's a vibe, having a lot of fun. My zipper had got stuck and I was trying to get it unstuck and I was having trouble getting it unstuck. He tries to get it unstuck and ends up accidentally breaking my zipper. Cool, shit happens. I wasn't mad about it, you know, shit happens. Where I got turned off is he's like, oh, you know, we'll get that fixed. I'll get your zipper fixed. I'll get your zipper fixed, whatever. Like, that's nothing. We'll get it fixed, whatever. Mind you, a zipper probably, I don't know. I don't know how much it takes to get a zipper fixed because I never had one that I need to go get fixed. So it's like, oh, we'll get your zipper fixed. We'll get your zipper fixed. Month passes, zipper still not fixed. Month and a half, zipper still not fixed. We're hanging out, having a good time or whatever. And, you know, like we would go out and do stuff or whatever. So that was irritating me because I'm like, I don't like when, if you say you're going to do something, do it. Because if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I don't care if I decide the day of that I no longer want to fucking do it. And I'm just like, why did I tell them I was going to do this? Because I don't want to do this. I don't care about none of that. If I said I was going to do it, it's going to get done. So that didn't happen. And I'm just like, okay, so I'm irritated about that, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to let it go, which I don't know why I was trying to let it go, because at the end of the day, it seems small, but it's really not small. The principle of things is not a small thing. It's not something that should be taken lightly, because it's definitely, if you say you're gonna do something, do it. The next time that I was like irritated, or actually no, there was a time before that I was irritated too, but I'm not gonna include that one in here. But next time I was irritated with him was, or the one that I ultimately, actually no, this was the one where I had ultimately had decided I was like, I'm not about to keep fucking with him. And then there was one more that was ultimately like, oh yeah, I'm definitely not about to keep fucking with you. What was it? So I had said, because it had been a while since we had been on a date. And I was just kind of like, okay, like, you know, we haven't been on a date in a while, whatever. Like, I like to go on dates. I want to go on a date. I'm feeling like, you know, you say you're effing with me and you keep on asking me to, solidify things with you as far as like, you want to date me for real. You want us to be like boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And I'm just like, no, he asked me a couple times and I kept saying no, and I kept saying no, not because, again, not because he was a bad dude, but because he's too nonchalant for me. I can't. Yeah, it's just, it's way too nonchalant. And so the second time was, I'm getting so sidetracked. Oh, okay. So I had mentioned, I was like, oh, it's been a while since we've been on a date, whatever. Because honestly, overall, in the beginning, he was pretty good about, you know, like, he would plan a date or whatever. Or actually, no, let me not, no. I actually plan most of the dates. He would pay for them, though. But I definitely plan, like, all the dates, which I don't like. But on this specific time, I was like, oh, it's been a while, whatever, we'll do them. So he's like, oh, okay, yeah, da, da, da. He was about to go out of town. And he's like, you know, we'll go on a date before I go out of town. I'm like, okay, cool. We go on the date and I end up paying for the date. And I'm like, I don't know if he... I just was not understanding where this got lost in translation. I think I do know where this got lost in translation. I think he was more so thinking, because mind you, we had got, we got some, you know, we had got some mushrooms for the dates. Because we were going to see a movie, and I've never tried the mushrooms before. So I wanted to try and see what they were like. You know? A little gourmet shroom. So anyway, I could say mushrooms on YouTube because mushrooms can also be an actual food. So anyway, I think that's where it got lost in translation. I think he was thinking, oh, because he got the little special treat, that I was getting the movie tickets. But I'm like, no. When you go on a date, or when you take somebody on a date, you pay for the whole date. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, because there had been a time back when, because I'm one of those people that I'm sorry, y'all. I've really been having the most crappy just eczema outbreaks all over my, like, my neck, my chest, my, like, armpit area. So if you see me scratching, y'all, the eczema is whooping my ass. But oh my god, I know you're not supposed to scratch, but this is feeling so good. But anyway, yeah, so I ended up paying for the date, and because he was like moving around, kind of doing a lot that day or whatever, and I'm like, you know, make sure you get the tickets. This is the time that, you know, we want to go out, whatever. And he's like, oh, you know, I'm like moving around a lot right now. He was doing laundry. So he's like, I'm doing laundry right now. Would you mind, I think he said looking up the tickets. But it's like, why am I gonna, because this movie in particular was a movie that was just coming out. So it was gonna be packed. Actually, it was, what was the last, Ed and Lorraine Warren movie? The I think the Exorcism or whatever, The Devil Made Me Do It, that one. We were going to see that, and it was like one of the first weeks that it was out, so I knew that it was going to be pretty packed, and if we waited too long, that it was going to be sold out. So it's maybe like 3 hours before the movie, and he's doing lunch or whatever. He's like, yeah, can you look up the Conjuring? That's what I meant, The Conjuring. He's like, can you look up the movie tickets? And I'm like, I've already sent him the movie tickets at this point. I sent him different times, different options, whatever. It's like, I asked you about going on a date, but I still end up being the one planning again. I end up being the one getting the movie tickets. You don't offer to pay for the movie tickets or to reimburse me for the tickets. Yes, you show up with the magic carpet fun time. But I'm like, you didn't take me on a date. You didn't take me on a date. Oh, for everybody who wanted to know how, because I see our comments about how the trip was, like, on the magic mushrooms. I didn't feel anything. I don't know what be going on. Everything else that makes people feel stuff, I don't be feeling nothing. So my undiagnosed ADD be whooping the asses of anything that I be thinking is going to be a fun time for me. Because I just be normal. So yeah, I didn't feel anything. I ate a considerable amount. I didn't feel shit. My toes kind of tingled, and that was about the most that I got out of that. And I ate a considerable amount. Like, I ate the amount that most people would have been like, oh, you know, I'm like doing whatever you're supposed to do. I don't know. Yeah. Hell no. I didn't feel shit. So yeah. Not to say I would never try them again, because I don't know. I probably wouldn't though, because I just didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything at all. And I know it wasn't a bad batch. It wasn't one of those where it's like, oh, you just gotta know. It definitely it wasn't not a good batch. I just personally have a very high tolerance for shit. But yeah, I can't consider that a date. I ended up paying for the date. I ended up planning everything. Again, you know, I'm just like, damn, like, I remember like in the beginning of us back, kind of like getting back into the groove of talking. He was like, oh, I got somewhere I want to take you. You'll really like it. We never went. I'm like, yeah, y'all, I'm crazy. I did shrooms for The Conjuring. But that is because I genuinely love scary shit. So a lot of things don't, like The Conjuring didn't scare me at all. I'm a scary movie, paranormal stories fanatic. I like to do haunted tours, like when it comes to touring haunted places, when it comes to like grave tours, stuff like that. Like I'm totally into that. Like, y'all, I listen to podcasts or like compilations of people telling their haunted house stories, scary stories every day. Every day. Whether it is Mr. Nightmare, Southern Cannibal, whether it is Mortis Media, y'all, I does this scary shit. Like, so that's why I wasn't nervous to take to try to ride the magic carpet during The Conjuring, because I was like, well, if anything, it's just gonna heighten the movie, and maybe I'll jump a little. I jumped a little, but anyway, yeah. So it was that, and then the thing that really turned me off, but also, I got COVID last month, and literally right after, this is another part of it, just crazy story. Yes, like Kathy said, I've gone skydiving before. She said that should tell you everything you need to know. She's a thrill seeker. When I say y'all, I'm a thrill seeker. I am terrified of heights. I went skydiving because I knew that I was terrified of heights. I'm terrified of heights. I'll go rock climbing, and I might be crying halfway up. Like, legit, I've been in tree obstacle courses where I knew, knowing that I'm terrified of heights, and knowing that I'm terrified of heights, I did it because I'm terrified of heights. Then got up there and was crying, legit crying, because you can't go backwards through the obstacle course. Like, they told me, they said once you start, you have to complete it. It has to go forward. And I got up there, I'm like, oh, they don't look that high. That shit was high as hell. And I cried like a little bitch. But you know what I did? I finished it. The skydiving, the ride up there, terrified. I don't like riding in planes, bro. I don't like none of that. I'm terrified of heights. Like, literally, I am terrified of heights. I be shaking. I get really bad anxiety. I still ride roller coasters. Terrified of heights. When I say I am an adrenaline junkie, bro, I'm an adrenaline junkie. Like, it's really like something for real. That thing that they do in I think it's in Spain, I want to say. I forgot what it's called. I used to know all about it when I was a kid, because I was just into like just everything. I'm still into everything, but when you're a kid, you got a lot of free time to research shit. The thing they do in Spain, where they let the bulls run and then everybody goes running from the bulls, I would do that shit. 100%. And I would be cackling the whole time. I'm an adrenaline junkie, bro. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I would do that shit in a heartbeat. Scuba diving, I can't swim at all. I love the water. Now, that wouldn't be something I was terrified to do. I love water. I just can't swim. I don't care how deep the water is, as long as I'm not sinking, or as long as I'm in a position where I can see what's underneath and I'm comfortable. Like scuba diving, you know, you can breathe underwater. I could do that because I wouldn't feel like, oh my God, like I'm drowning. But as long as I have a life jacket, I can't swim a lick. As long as I have a life jacket, I can be in 20 feet of lake water. If I have a life jacket, I'm fine. I want to be in the water, swimming around, doing my thing. Can't swim a lick. I don't give a fuck. You got one life to live, period. But Camille Mars said, hey boo, I hope you're doing well. Hey girl, I hope you're doing well as well. Not Jackie said I don't run fast enough for all that. I'm fucking screaming. Boy, I used to run track. When I said I would do the dash on a bull, okay? I'm gonna do that. That's on my bucket list, y'all. I swear I'm not even capping. That's on my bucket list. I just gotta find somebody crazy enough to do it with me, because that's not something I want to do alone. Like, that's something I want to experience with another person who's just as crazy as me, who wants to do it, you know? But if it comes down to it, and I gotta do it alone, if you ever catch me in Spain, bitch, just know that's where I'm at. But yes, okay, so the last thing that he did that really that was a turn off for me, again, very nonchalant. And again, like, this is just somebody who is not a bad person. Like, he is very much so, he's not misogynistic. He's very much so understanding of, like, because that's my main thing when it comes to partners. Very understanding of women, and specifically Black women. And doesn't make it sound like our struggles are just like, oh, we're just complaining, or we're just mediocre, or something like that. Or not mediocre, or, you know, like, we're just like, he doesn't try to downplay the shit that we go through. And that's a big thing for me when it comes to dating. Like, I want to date somebody who understands Black women and does not try to minimize the things that we go through, or make it seem like we just do too much or anything like that. So he's very big on, like, activism, doing things in the community. And I love that. I respect that. But again, nonchalant when it comes to romantic partners. So I had got COVID. I got the vid a month ago. Okay, I got the Rona. And I know that I didn't get the regular Rona. I got Delta right when they were discovering Delta. So, like, literally at the very beginning of them discovering Delta is when I got that shit. Y'all, when I say that shit whooped my ass, y'all, me and Kathy got it, actually. Yes, girl, I got the dirty Delta, period. I got that a month ago. And when I say I've never been so sick in my life, I've never been so scared in my life, because I was just like, oh my God, this really might be it. Y'all, I was sick. Let me tell y'all. When I got the Rona, the Delta, the dirty Delta, the dirty D, let me tell you, that bitch had hands like I ain't never seen before. That I ain't never experienced no hands like that on no sickness ever before, bro. When I said she came in swinging, bro, it literally, she came in swinging like if you tried to put somebody who does not fight at all in a boxing ring with Floyd Mayweather and said, go. Bro. Kathy said we had Mike Tyson COVID because that shit was beating our ass. Girl, Mike Tyson, Mayweather, Ali, all together. Y'all picture them all in one. And then, like, some, like, Godzilla and King Kong just all meshed in one. Incredible Hulk all meshed in one. All them fighters and all them fucking just super beings all in one, whooping our ass, bro. Literally, Delta said, she said, you super fucking bitch, and everything connected. Everything connected. I know I'm making this a joke, but it really, y'all, I still feel like the vaccine, when it comes to things, I understand people that don't want it. I understand people that do want it. And I feel like everybody has the right to do whatever they feel like is best for them, period. Before I got that shit, I was very much so like, I am not interested in getting the vaccine. Bro, after I got done with that shit, when I said a bitch just got her shot last week, or the week before last week, 2 weeks ago, I just got my first dose. And I'm still not like super like, oh, pro vaccine. That's not what I'm saying. I just chose to do it for me because I never had my ass whooped like that in my life. First off, I had all the symptoms that you could possibly think of. I was getting aches and pains, chills, like bad ones. Aches and pains, chills. I had fever. I was hot. I was coughing. I had headaches. I got an ear infection while I had that fucking shit. I was breaking out in hives from the fevers that I was getting. So I literally would I would have a patch of hives right here. It would be there for maybe like 40 minutes to an hour, completely would disappear. Then I'd have a patch of hives like somewhere else on my arm, would be there for a minute, would completely disappear. Kathy told my mom to get her all black ready because your girl was really struggling. No, y'all, when I say, I swear to God, me and Kathy was on the phone with each other like, I don't, bitch. We can joke about it now because I really do believe that humor is how you get through certain shit. But when I say bitch, me and Kathy was on the phone like, bitch, this might be a bitch last day. I've never been that sick, bro. I was literally like, damn, if I had to write a will, who would I give what? Do I have anything to give? How would I want this done? How would I want that done? I've never had my ass whooped like that. It was to the point, when I would get up to go do anything, like if I had to use the bathroom, because really that's the only thing I was getting up for because I was that damn sick. I was so weak and so sick, y'all. I could not stand up for even 5 minutes because everything would start fucking spinning. I would get really lightheaded and I'd be about to pass out. I had to walk super, 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 super slow every time I got up. I had to get up really slow. I had to walk really slow to the bathroom because I knew that first off, I only had a limited amount of time to go to the bathroom before I was literally before I was gonna pass out. I only had a limited amount of time to get to the bathroom. But then on top of that, I also could not move really fast because if I moved too fast, then I would break out in a coughing spell, and it was miserable. And the coughing spell was gonna take me out too. So I was like, oh hell no. I was like, you gotta literally just make sure you avoid both. I couldn't eat, I had no appetite. I probably lost a good like 12 pounds while I was sick. I couldn't eat, I couldn't taste, I couldn't smell. Yeah, I got my ass whooped. I've never been that sick. I've never been so sick that I couldn't even I could not stand up because it took too much energy to stand up because I was that fucking fatigued in my body. My immune system was getting whooped that much. Bro, that shit was taking bitches out. Out. So to get that and I didn't, when I had it, I didn't post on really anything that I had it. I was like tweeting about it. Cause you know, Twitter is more like chill. So I was tweeting about it. And then I had put in my close friends, which Queens was in my close friends at the time. I put in my close friends that I like what I was going through, that I had COVID or whatever it would do. And, you know, everybody was, you know, like, oh, how are you feeling? I hope you feel better. You know, like, I'm hope you know, like what people say when you're sick. Like, I hope you feel better. Hope you heal, get well soon. Like all that stuff. Let me know if you need anything. We'll do it. My friends were offering to like, because mind you, when you get sick, they'll pay for your groceries and stuff. And like, they'll make sure like when you get COVID, I keep saying that. You can't sit down here. When you get the Rona, they'll take care of you while you have it. But even so, my friends were on my line heavy every day. How are you feeling today? Do you need anything? Do you need us to buy you groceries? We'll Instacart you like groceries if you need it. My friends on my line heavy. The nigga I'm fucking with at the time, nothing. And you know I had it because you've seen it on my story. So that's when I was really in my head like, why am I giving myself to somebody who's not even checking up on me while I'm this sick? While I'm this sick. Y'all, bro, I was so sick they asked me if I wanted to be admitted to the hospital. Now, hell no, I won't go in. But I was sick. And I personally didn't feel like I needed to be admitted. Because even though I was very, 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 very sick, I don't want that big ass hospital bill, and I could still breathe. My breathing was fine. I was just sick as fuck. Even with the coughing spells and stuff, like my actual breathing, I could breathe. But I was sick. So just like in my head, I'm like, wow, like I'm really fucking with somebody right now who didn't even I got a sickness that's killed what has it killed? Like over 500,000 or 600,000 Americans. Over 600,000 people in the US. And you don't even take 30 seconds out of your day to check in to see if I'm good. And I'm giving you the kitty? Hell no. I said this nigga's a dub. No. Cannot. It's too nonchalant for me. It's too nonchalant for me. And I'm a Sag, so if you don't care, I don't give a fuck. So I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. People are still going to festivals and concerts, everything in between. It's a kind of sign up for the, oh, I don't know what that is. I'm not going to talk shit just because I'm not going to lie to y'all. I've been outside. I don't feel like anybody deserves to get their ass whooped by the Rona just because they've been outside. I don't feel like anybody deserves to. Okay, Kathy, never settle, y'all. Don't settle because hell no. I don't feel like anybody deserves to get their ass whooped like that by the Rona. So I'm not going to talk shit. I've been outside. I'm not talking shit about anybody else who's been outside. I dance. I'm a stripper. I work in a strip club. You're very close proximity to people. So I'm the last person who's finna talk shit. I take my precautions, I say my prayers, and I hope for the best. Because I still got bills to pay. So, but yeah, like, I was just like, wow, like, I really been giving Cat to, and he didn't even check in to see if I was good. Like, I really was like, wow. And no, y'all, he's not an Aries. He's an Aquarius. Ooh, excuse me. Yes, he is an Aquarius, and I'm a Sagittarius. So the chemistry was awesome. A1 as hell. But yeah, no, I just, that really struck me. That really struck me. You say you F with me. You keep asking me to be your girlfriend and stuff, but you don't even check in when I'm sick. And at the time, we already weren't really speaking because this was kind of like after the movie incident. This was like a week or two after the movie incident. So I was already feeling some type of way, so I wasn't really speaking to him because I was feeling some type of way. But even so, I'm the type at least where if I'm feeling some type of way towards you and I'm mad, I'm gonna voice it 9 times out of 10. But sometimes I feel like certain shit doesn't need to be explained because it should be common fucking sense. And the movie shit I felt like was common sense. So I didn't explain that. Which, could be right or wrong, whatever. I didn't explain it. Because what the fuck, how we going on a date and I end up paying for it? Anyway, I just feel like that shouldn't have to be explained. So I didn't explain it, and we weren't talking at the time. But I'm the type where even if I know somebody's mad at me, if I genuinely care about that person and I see that they're sick or something happens, even if they piss me off, I'm going to reach out. I'm going to reach out. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, I'm pissed off and I seen that this person has a life-threatening illness right now. But, I'm in Puerto Rico. What the fuck? I don't know. That rubbed me really the wrong way. I did not like that at all. So, yeah, that was the end of us talking. And I have not talked to him since. So, and I mean, he still, like, I guess reaches out, like, responds to, like, my stories and stuff. Like, not responds to my stories, but, like, will send reactions to my stories on IG. But I'm just like, how do you not understand the severity of, like, why I'm not fucking with you right now? Like, the fact that you send these reactions, like these hard eyes to pictures and stuff, is like, it's, again, it's so nonchalant. It's like you feel like, oh, you know, it's not that big a deal. She'll come around. No, it's a big deal. I'm not coming around. It's a pretty fucking big deal. That's fucked up. Pretty fucked up. Kathy said, Ockles will stress you out and have you punch in air. Next thing you know, you in the front seat of his car, happy riding around. No, I swear to y'all, they really will. They will have you just all in the air. Next thing you know, niggas will hit you up and you be, yeah, I'm coming. But this time I said, oh, hold on. Yeah, I don't know why guys think like that. Because I think so many guys feel like time is, what's the saying, that time is not an apology? A lot of men have this mindset like, oh, if I just wait enough time, they won't be mad anymore. Or if I just wait enough time, they, you know, they'll come around. You're right. I'm not mad anymore, but it's the principle, and now I see how you move. So even though I'm not holding in that negative energy that it takes to be mad at you, I'm not fucking with you again after this. I'm not mad, but I just don't fuck with you no more. That shit really had me tight. You see, a bitch got the Rona, the Delta at that. I'm getting my ass whooped every day. I'm going to sleep like, bro, I am praying that God I wake up tomorrow morning. And you don't even check in? People I'm not even close with are checking in. And you're the motherfucker that I am allowing to give me eggplants? Time does heal our wounds, but time don't make me fuck with you again. Right, Kathy? I said the audacity. I'm like, oh, hell no. Matisse McMillan said ignoring someone is emotionally manipulative. I'm not ignoring. I cut this nigga off. Shantae J said, you stay going live with them at work. I ultimately am probably not going to save this live, but I'll probably keep this up for like a week. I always say that and I end up just keeping them up sometimes. So we'll see. This might be up for like a week. We'll see. But yeah, I was just like, oh my God. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I think that was the last thing. Yeah, that was my last thing. That ultimately was why Oh, you said I meant him ignoring you when you were sick with manipulative. Yeah, I didn't like that. I'm like, wow, like, you know, I'm the girl that you asked to be your girlfriend multiple times. You would think that if you saw enough potential to, or not potential, if you felt like this was somebody that you would actually date, you would think that, okay, if you want to date this person, then you also have to care about this person. You can't want to date me and not care about me. It makes no sense. And ultimately, because of his nonchalantness in multiple situations before, was the reason I kept telling him no. It wasn't because him as a person. It's not because he's, you know, an ain't shit nigga or anything like that. It's just his nonchalantness. I did not want to sign up to commit to that because I know that I will always be pissed off because it will always be something because I'm not going to get what I need out of the relationship. Kathy said, don't apply fish for swimming ladies. We are not accepting the bare minimum for nobody. Yeah. Kathy was one of the main people Kathy is who taught me that phrase. to not apply fish for swimming. And I no longer do. Like, I'm like, bro, like, I'm not applauding you for doing the shit that you're supposed to be doing. The fuck? The bare minimum is not a hard thing to reach. So it's like, if a nigga can't even do that. Kathy also said, can we all just take the time to acknowledge how gorgeous Cherry is? Wow. Natural beauty. I love you, bitch. Period. Y'all, when I say this is my fucking, yo, A1 day one. A1 day one. Me and Kathy always say, just quick side note, because this has to be said. Me and Kathy always say that we are like soulmate friends, or like, I feel like we were sisters in another lifetime, but like, we had to be like twin sisters, because low key, our telepathy is on point. We had to be either twin sisters in a past lifetime and we just reconnected and met, or like something. Period. I found my soulmate friend. Now, actually, I found my soulmate friends, okay? But I definitely found my soulmate friend. Now I just need to find my soulmate and a lover. Oh my God. I'm not asking for a lot. You know? I got my soulmate friend that I click with. I can tell everything to. I can get advice to. Who motivates me and everything. Now I just need my soulmate who gives me eggplant and D's me down. Just one more. Just one more. Period. But no, you know, and another thing that irritated me too was with this particular guy with Queens is I also felt some, and ladies, tell me if y'all have ever experienced this, and then also tell me if I'm tripping. Hold on, let me find my remote for my AC. I always keep it on my bed. It's getting hot in here. No, yeah, I feel like soulmate friends are easy to find than soulmate significant others, but I am so fucking happy I found my soulmate friend. Like, y'all, when I say I wish for everybody to find theirs, because it is one of the best things ever. It is so lit. It's fun having somebody where it's like you don't even necessarily have to say shit sometimes. They just be knowing, like, or like me and Kathy have the same fashion sense. So we will not plan our outfits and we'll meet up with each other to hang out and be wearing almost identical shit in different colors. Like, Kathy can send me a shoe or something and it'll be a shoe that I've been looking at and just haven't sent yet, or vice versa. And we be like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, we have the same fashion taste, everything. That's my bitch. But anyway, no, okay, also, ladies, tell me if y'all have ever felt this way, or, you know, guys, if y'all date guys, whatever, anybody who dates men who is unfortunate enough to be attracted to the male species, let me know, guys and girls. Let me know if y'all feel this way too. I felt some type of way also because after the movie shit, and then also before the what was the time after the movie shit, but before the COVID shit. So while I had COVID, he was in Puerto Rico. He was out of town, and I felt some type of way, I'll be honest, because I feel like, why is it that, and this is not me trying to, because I hate when girls be like, if guys want to hang out with their male friends or whatever, they be like, oh, y'all gay or whatever. That's not where I'm going with this. But it does make me feel some type of way that you see the value in getting new outfits and stuff to go on a trip with your friends, getting your hair cut to go on a trip with your friends. But when we hang out, it's always chill mode. You got on sweats or like a chill ass outfit. You don't get haircuts when we hang. And I think it made me feel some type of way because I put my best foot forward when it comes to stepping out with whoever I'm invested in, and also when it comes to step out in general. But I just feel like, why is it that when we go on dates and stuff, when we hang out, I have, my hair is done, my nails are done, my makeup is done, like, you know, like, I pick out a cute outfit because I'm excited to go hang with you. And again, being nonchalant, because I'm telling y'all, from knowing this person, I know it wasn't malicious, but just from being so nonchalant, we're going to go on a date and you have on something that you would wear to go chill at your nigga's house and play video games or something. I'm dressed up and shit, ready to go, looking cute as fuck. You didn't put in any effort. And not saying your hair always has to be cut, because, you know, at the end of the day, like, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. So whether your hair is cut, not cut, or whatever. But I'm putting my best foot forward. You didn't even get a haircut, no nothing. But you and your boys go out of town, or you go to, like, it would be like, you know, say he has certain events or whatever. It's been other times I see you get your hair cut because you trying to, you know, look fresh. You trying to look nice. So why when you hang with me, you always on some chill shit? That made me feel like you don't fuck with me for real. I don't know if anybody, y'all, this nail is shorter because I actually broke it and then I filed it. It just kind of looks similar to the other ones, even though it's broke. So yeah, if y'all, this one's shorter. But yeah, that makes me feel like you don't fuck with me for real. I don't like that. Chris said that doesn't mean he's not serious about you when they're like that. Yeah, and that's the vibe I get too. Because I've been in this game long enough to know when somebody... I've been in this game long enough to know when somebody thinks they're more serious than they actually are. When their words don't match their actions. So it's like, yeah, you can keep asking me out. But I'm seeing your actions, and your actions are telling me that you think that you're serious, but you're not actually serious. You think in your head that you are putting in effort and stuff, and you're not. You think, you know, because you text me every day. What? That's the bare minimum. How the fuck else are we going to communicate? How else am I going to know that you like me if you're not in communication with me every day? That is not you telling me, Kathy said he's giving Cupid Zirconia vibes and you are a VVS. Girl, period. I'm VVS. No, I have been dating multiple guys. This is not to say that I haven't been, that this was the only person I was dating. This is just the one that I was hanging out with the most. But yeah, I'm just like, damn, like, you know, and I've been in this game long enough to know that, like, I'm not one of them people that just, you know, I'm past the dating phase where I can ignore shit. Where I can be like, oh, here's a red flag, but I don't see it. No, I'm like, this is a red flag. So honestly, as after the zipper incident, and y'all, I know this is gonna sound wild because to anybody else it'd be like, oh, that's not really a big deal. After the zipper incident, I had already put him in the category as we're just having fun. I'm not trying to date you or do anything serious with you. We're just having fun. So I had already put him in that category in my mind. Everything else was just an add-on to me ultimately being like, well, I can't even just have fun with you because at this point now you got me fucked up. But after the zipper incident, I had already decided, like, this is not somebody I would date. Like, I would actually date. That's all it took. That's all it took because I'm like, you don't keep your word and you don't see it as a big deal, which means you don't keep your word and you're nonchalant. And that's not the type of love that I want to sign up for. So now we're just going to have fun. I'm going to keep getting this fire ass eggplant. And we're going to vibe out until my real nigga come along. That's the category it was after that. Yeah. It is, that's what it was. So, you know, I'm not saying this as like in a like, oh, like I'm so butthurt that it didn't work out, because I already knew it wasn't gonna work out because I already canceled it out. But yeah, everything else was just like it was just a smack in the face. I'm just like, wow, like the fuck? Let me read some of these comments. Chris said, been like that, have too many options. Usually women that obsess over them. Been there, done that. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, oh, fuck. He's definitely attractive, and I could see that being the case, but at the same time, um, just kind of knowing more about this person, that wasn't even necessarily the case. I just think in general, and again, you know, like, y'all are going off of what I've told y'all, but I'm going off of, like, knowing this person personally. His whole being is just very nonchalant, like, very nonchalant. And that's why I couldn't really get with it from the zipper thing on. But in general, I just knew that I know how I want to be loved and how I want to be treated in a relationship, and I knew that I wasn't going to get that out of this. So that's when I put him in a different category. um just like men put women in categories, we put them into categories. I put men in categories. So I have, like, the ones that I have fun with. We can go on dates, we can, you know, chill. Let me not say chill, because men's version of chill is not what I be thinking of chill. We can go on dates, we can have fun, we can hang out from time to time, whatever. I have those. There are the ones where it's like we can do all that and you be cashing out. And then there are the ones that it's like I would actually really date you. Now, right now, I don't know any I would actually really date you. And I don't know any you be cashing out. And I also don't, well, actually, no. There's one you be cashing out, period. And be going on dates and doing fun shit. But I'm not attracted to him at all. So it's just like we just have fun, I guess. Not fun like that though. Like, we hang out, we go eat nice places, we go to hookah lounges and stuff. Like, he like to get bottles, get sections, whatever, and he like to spend money, and I like men that spend money. Kathy said my love language is money and gifts, period. My love language, that's a good question. Okay, so my love language is words of affirmation and physical touch. I'm not really big on, I still like money and gifts though, don't get me wrong. What is it, the other one, acts of service? Because of the principle, I would say you know, it's important, but I'm not like super big on that. I'm more like I'm very much so words of affirmation, physical touch. These niggas don't be giving none of that. So I'm just like, none. Because I hate that a lot of men associate physical touch with sex. Physical touch is, we're watching a movie and you lay your head in my lap. I'm walking past you and you kiss me on my forehead. I'm in the kitchen doing something and you come up behind me and you give me a hug from behind me. Or, you know, you rub my hair, or we're playing my hair, or, you know, just little shit. You hold my hand in public and when we're out doing stuff. Like, I don't always want my hand held, but sometimes I'm with it. I'm more of like physical touch to me is those things, more intimate things like that. Like, it's not always, oh, you dicking me down. Like, and a lot of men just feel like physical touch is just, oh, you dicking her down. Like, I'm like, my love language don't be getting fulfilled at all because these niggas don't have the capacity. Not saying that was his case, because he was good with physical touch, but I'm an affectionate person. I like affection. I want you to touch me, and not only when you want to have sex. And I'm the type, like, if I feel like you are only coming around, like, you only get touchy feely when you wanna fuck, that turns me off a lot, all the way, completely. Because then I just feel used. I don't like that. So I'm definitely physical touch and words of affirmation. But these niggas don't have the emotional intelligence or capacity to do words of affirmation. So yeah, I have the two worst love languages for being a heterosexual female. The two worst ones. Because at least with money and gifts, like, niggas don't want to buy shit and they don't be having the money, but when they understand the assignment, they understand the assignment. And it's easier because they have visual, they have visuals for understanding the assignment. They can look on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever, and see what things women like bought for them. Or they can kind of pay attention to what things their woman has and buy those or whatever. Or what is she into as far as like dreams and aspirations, and they can fund those. But as far as like physical touch and words of affirmation, guys just suck at that. They really do. Boom, something. I said running pockets like a treadmill. Yeah, that's me. I'll run in pockets like a treadmill. Somebody said, whatever happened to those crazy drivers from Germany that drove you and your friend up to New York? Did they ever make it home? They made it home. I don't know how, because they ain't have no money for no gas, no nothing, for real. My friend had, my ex-friend at the time, had given them some money to go home, but I didn't give them no gas money to go home, because y'all almost killed me several times, and I was so scared for my life during that fucking trip. I was so pissed at them by the time I got out that motherfucking truck, van thing. I never wanted to hear from them or talk to them again. And I honestly didn't give them any money too, because I wanted them to get stranded. Because I was like, after the way y'all just almost killed us, I want y'all to sit on the side of the road and think about yourself. Boy, I hated them for that shit. Oh, I was so mad. Jada said, what do you think about the baby situation? Do you think it's going to actually get canceled, or is it just temporary? It's just temporary. Black men never get canceled. Black women get canceled. Black men never get canceled, because there will always be, I don't know. Black men just have like this, it's not even, it's misogyny. Misogyny will always keep black men afloat. So they will never actually be canceled. It will always keep them afloat. Chris Brown has never actually truly been canceled. He's laid a little lower, a lot lower, but it's not because he was canceled. The baby's not going to get canceled. No, none of these black men that do fucked up shit ever get canceled. A$AP Rocky was not canceled for his colorism. Lil Wayne was not canceled for his colorism. 50 Cent was not canceled for his colorism. Who else can I think of that's done some fucked up shit? Shit, people was trying to give kickback to canceling Bill Cosby and R. Kelly for being pedos and R-words. And people still can try to justify. Black men will never be canceled truly, because misogyny will always keep them afloat. It's very weird. Misogynistic men and misogynistic women will always make sure that they never actually get all the way cut off. Never. You got women out here fucking, women and men. Like, it's like you're supporting somebody who brought somebody else's abuser on stage to try and, like, what? Be petty? It's fucking weird. Tory Lane's not even canceled all the way. He just laying low until people kind of let it go, like they always do. Kathy said, Cherry, you're so smart. You say words sometimes. I'm like, wow, she's a smart friend. I'm screaming because half the shit that I'm trying to get out today, I cannot think of. I feel like the words are slipping my mind today. But yeah, because when you think about it, people have more energy towards Doja Cat for sitting in a chat room with a group of white people that weren't even saying shit, and she was just saying weird ass shit. They have more energy towards that, and for her saying that she didn't, I guess, I don't know, she didn't like her hair or some shit, than they do for the baby or Bill Cosby. Black women get canceled like it's nothing. Who was the Chrisette Michele who sang at Trump's inauguration? Canceled. We have not heard a peep out of her. Right. It's all these people that are not canceled. To Jay said Doja Cat doesn't like black men, that's why. Yeah, Doja Cat is doing the same thing that these black men be doing. She said she don't like niggas, and I don't blame her. And so niggas canceled her. Now, granted, Doja, her talent speaks for itself, and she is rising above cancellation. But I'm saying for the average black woman, and I mean, she's mixed, but for the average black woman, no. They really let a black woman's career be canceled for anything, and it would dead ass be canceled. It will be a dub. It will not come back at all. But a black man, misogyny loves them. I don't think, honestly, unpopular opinion, and I've said this before, I don't think Doja Cat did anything crazy. She really didn't. She said the same thing that bitch has been saying for ages about her hair. And in the chat room, yeah, she was being fucking weird, but there was nothing racist about the chat room. The white people literally sat there and they didn't say shit. And honestly, she was saying weird shit, but it wasn't necessarily like... I'm like, how does this make this a racist chat room? They literally sat there in silence and ignored her. People are weird. But yes, you guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up and try to make some, if I have the energy, because this was not supposed to be this long. This shit is almost 3 hours. Yeah, this shit is like 3 hours long. Shit. And y'all have stayed with me through these 3 hours. I fuck with y'all. But yeah, this was not supposed to be long. So I'm going to hopefully make some TikToks, because I'm trying to get on my shit with that and stop bullshitting. But I'm trying to be consistent. So hopefully I do that. And then do the pre-recordeds that I now don't have the energy to do because I sat on here for so long. But I'm going to try to do a pre-recorded video for you guys. So hopefully that happens. But yes, you guys, thank you for tuning in with me and sitting with me through this long ass live, because you know your girl can talk your head off. So I appreciate it. I really love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Please make sure you follow my social medias. I will link them in the description box down below. Add me because I'm pretty active on everything. And yeah, no, Kanye needs to be paused before because I'm triggered. Just seeing that shit just triggered me. Before I end this fucking live, Kanye is another one. Kanye should have been canceled, but misogyny is keeping him afloat. First off, everybody outside, they don't remember that motherfucking casting call that he had where he was like only mixed women or racially ambiguous women or whatever the fuck. And then he went on a whole fucking, the whole time that Trump was in office, he went on a whole fucking basically fuck black people, I support Trump shit. And everybody's just like, oh yeah, we still love Kanye. Kanye could suck a fucking dick. And honestly, not even that, because he probably would like it. Jeffrey, come get your dick. I was trying to really say some shit. Jeffrey, come get your motherfucking pet. Oh yeah, allegedly. Allegedly, he would like sucking dick. Let me just say that. But if you know, you know. But yes. The fuck? Fuck him. And people treat him like he is God. This man is literally keep on motherfucking doing all these fucking not concerts where he's not playing shit, and everybody keep on spending their fucking money like some dummies, and then defending the fuck out of him for taking their fucking money to not do shit. They're defending the fuck out of him, acting like his whole supporting Trump was never a thing. It's the delusion for me. It's the delusion. He's a colorist. And he doesn't even fuck with black people. He does not give a fuck about your struggles. He makes money off of you. He profits off you. He's literally turned into a black Kardashian. He does not give a fuck about none of y'all. And y'all be riding his D. You say anything about Kanye and niggas be ready to motherfucking go to war for it. But fuck y'all. Yeah, he tries way too hard to be different. Kanye does too much for me. I know that people say this all the time, but I really mean this. I miss the old Kanye. I don't fuck with the new Kanye. It's like two different people. I don't even... This new nigga, somebody to get him. Fuck him. But yes, you guys, I'm out. That's all. It's been great talking to you guys. Yeah, I think he's a genius. Nigga's dumb as fuck. And he probably just has a really good team behind him because, yeah, no. Genius wear. But yeah, bye y'all. Yes, Kathy said drop some cherries on the way out. Y'all dropping